come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanyinke bineligwe, ka aha dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwabiama believe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is
before the end time, so Igbo to Inusi, Agwawati Matianodi, Eburisi Yana Tisu, Diri Ebibu Makwesibu, Makano Panupoko, Opa Tichiria, Abona Bosson, Ona Yukuchipenakana, Asimabura Bunomare, Yaburu Miyaru, Namogara Panamu, surrounding bosom. Money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right. Papa Mubaram see. Nabia Frabalamu. Iyabuna Nemenu. Kambu Paraya no. Makanoji Femata Winyakayen. Akalobe Ilo Nesia. Oye Wife Paranifea. Nkabu Paraniko. Biafra is my land. Biafra, and we must go back to our land. And the one who took us to fail. If I would get married 4 years ago, Gonna talk in mayor, Uncle Roger Kahana. Mano, yes, no, Governor Igbo. Western not to one Nigeria. Yabigo Solo Gausa, Gausa, Kayo was a Roman neighbor. maka na ọ bụrụ na olu onugbu Hausa azị egwu gọvanọ isi ya ọ ga-achụtakwa ndị awụsa ọfụma.
anyị amapụkwacha na nzu n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke nzu eke ka anyị mapụrụ wee na-asị na anyị ọchị ka anyị na-achọ ka anyị wapụ n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasịbe n'igbe nwanne otu onye na ya jikwe n'aka abụọ ji nke nwoge kọrọ ọjị a wee sị anyị were akwụkwọ egwu na-agabịa na mmezu wee na-asịkwa anyanwụ ụtụtụ nke na-awala Igbo nke na-awala ọjị nke na-awala Igbo nke na-awala olu wakela anyị na-eke wakela anyị n'oge wakela anyị n'afọ wakela anyị na nkwụ dị na ọnọdụ dancing song we love and challenge enu were ọjị ana were ọjị mbụ were ọjị agide were ọjị ndị ichie na ndị ọzọ na ndị kwuru eziokwu ka nka ndị mmiri ọgụ Biafra 1967-1970 our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our nephews, our friends. Ndị mmiri ọgụ Biafra 1967 so unu bịa were ọjị ya n'ogbe ka anyị weta ya n'ibe ka unu bịa were ọjị n'ogbe taa ka anyị wetakwa n'ibe ka unu gbabara ya osiarị na be ndị mmụọ ka gbabara na osiarị na be ndị mmadụ ndị na Chukwu ngị na gị na ihe Naịjirịa na ozi were sị enu were ọjị ana were ọjị mbụ na egede ndị ichie na ndị ọzọ ka unu were ọjị ya kwukwere na nzu ka anyị na-ekwu n'ọjị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke kere ya na-ekwu okwu ya bụ ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ eke ketara anyị ọma ka ododo tara anyị ọma ka afụfụ tara anyị ọma ka nkwọ kwọtara anyị ọma ahịa na izu na ndụ nke ndị Igbo ji eme ihe na ndị Igbo Chukwu okike abịa ma nga onwe gị mara ya were sị na ya na-ekwu na eke ka anyị na-ekwu n'orie ya na-ekwu n'ode ka anyị na-ekwu n'afọ ya na-ekwu n'afọ ka anyị na-ekwu na nkwọ ka anyị na-ekwu na nkwọ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ehihie ka anyị na-ekwukwo n'ehihie ka anyị na-ekwu n'anyasị bụ ya anyị na-ekwu gwa Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu na eke ka Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu n'owe na-asị Chukwu okike abịa ma dododo onye ndu anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dubia na eke dubia na ode dubia na afọ dubia na nkwọ dubia na ụtụtụ dubia na ehihie dubia na anyasị dubia na maazị adịghị n'aka ihe oriri ya ṅụrị n'aka bụrụ ụzọ ma bịara azụ kpuchite aka ọkụkọ si ekpuchite ụmụ ya alapụkwara na ọdịrị arapụrụ bịa n'oruru ahịhịa n'ụbọchị nketa otu esi kwa ka oge si wadị n'aha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile agha na-asị dododo ụmụnne m ụmụ Biafra eke ketara na ihe ọma ka o wee rutere na ihe ọma ka afọ wefọtara na ihe ọma ka ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ n'aha anyị wee na-akpọku Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasịrị n'igwe nwanne otu onye aṅụrụ ndụ kwere kwame ya ụgwọ narị atụ egwu agbakwuru zuru ike onye ike niile dị n'ọba nka ya Adonai Ancient of Days Elohim of our forefathers, Elohim of our ancestors, El Shaddai, Hashem, Most High God, Chukwu okike abịama. We committed our leader n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke anyị na-asị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke n'isi onye ndu anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdi Okwu Kanu, the Yeshua of our time, the Irokotri of our time, Ọhamadike one ọnụ na-ekwuru Igbo niile ọnụ na-ekwuru Biafra niile wee na-asị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke na naba anyị ndụ ya na-eke ndụ ya n'orie ndụ ya na afọ ndụ ya na nkwọ ndụ ya n'ụtụtụ ndụ ya n'ehihie ndụ ya n'anyasị gị na Chukwu gị na gị na ihe na-ejere ala ozi gị na ihe na-ejere ozi wee na-asịkwa Chukwu abịa ma dododo nakwa nwanne anyị nwoke bụkwa our prime minister Biafra government in exile autopilot Maazị Simon Ekpa wee na-asị Chukwu okike abịa ma n'ụbọchị taa bụkwara ụbọchị bụrụ eke na n'Igbo niile mmụọ eke ngị bụ ihe ihe ọmasị na ihe ga-eri aka mmụọ orie ngị bụ mmiri ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ ndụ agha bụ ndụ mmiri iji agha bụ ije mmiri mmụọ afọ ngị bụ ana ya echekọta ya na eke chekọta ya n'orie chekọta ya na afọ chekọta ya na nkwọ mmụọ gwọ ngị bụ ikuku na ihe ọmasị na ikuku ga-eri aka na ndụ ya ga-adị na eke na ndụ ya ga-adị n'orie na ndụ ya ga-adị na afọ na ndụ ya ga-adị na nkwọ eje anaghị abụrụ isi ije wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa na ọ ga-adị ka echi na echi adị agwụ agwụ na osisi pụtara ife dị gbogbo na ojiri egbu aha Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ojiri egbu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ojiri egbu Simon Ekpa ga-egbu onwe ya ọ ga-etinye isi ya ngị na Chukwu ngị na ngị na ihe na-ejere na ozi ngị na-agwụ nsị ọha mehie ngị na ndị mbụ ndị egede ndị ichie ndị ọzọ ndị kwuru eziokwu ka nka Chukwu debere ọkọrọfọ ọkọrọ nkwọ ha ụwa ma ha nwa eze ọnọ n'ihu ndị nkọ ha duru mgboke duru zom iwu duru obi nwụba anụ ụmụ dura n'isi eke otu a sikwu ya ka o ga-esi anụ ọkịja niile otu a sikwu ya ka o ga-esi wede n'aha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile a na-agwọ ọ na-ere nke e mere jụọ oyi eme ọzọ isi emeghị ṅara anụ n'ebe ya wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa n'isi ụmụ IPOB indigenous people of Biafra the genuine ones indeed working as seriously to make sure that Biafra is restored in Biafra land. Eze Chukwu okike abịa also the principal officers of Biafra government in exile autopilot Keke ketara na ya ọma ka o rere na ya ọma ka fụfụtara na ya ọma ka kwụkwụtara na ya ọma ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na-afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ gị na chukwu gị na gị na-enye Naịjirịa na ozi gị na-enye Naịjirịa ụra asọ okike ozi chukwu okike abịa ma okike gara ụwa gbasị bi n'igbe when I say the angel chukwu okike abịa ma also guide us and protect us till Biafra is restored in Biafra land anywhere we are going chukwu okike abịa ma n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke mmụọ eke ndị ibe ihe ọmasị na ihe bịa ga-eru anyị aka mmụọ orie gị bụ mmiri ihe ọmasị na mmiri ga-eru anyị aka mmụọ afọ gị bụ ana ihe ọmasị na ana ga-eru anyị aka mmụọ nkwọ gị bụ ikuku na ihe ọmasị na ikuku ga-eru anyị aka n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke gị na chukwu gị na ana gị na-enye Naịjirịa na ozi gị na-enye ana Naịjirịa ozi gị na agwụ nsị ọha mee onye ọbụla mama aka nzu na aka nzu dị mma na we are whiter than snow na nzu enwe ntụpọ na Igbo na nzu bụ omenala Igbo niile na nzu bụ izizi a na-enye mmadụ na mmadụ bịa ebe mmadụ na ihe anyị na-ekwu okwu n'ụbọchị nke taa chukwu okike abịa ma na-ekwu ya na-ekwu okwu bụ Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu okwu bụ nwoke ọ bụ nwaanyị ọ bụ ndị onye ọbụla wherever they are planning evil against the total restoration of the kingdom of chukwu okike abịa ma na House of Government House of Assembly, House of Senate, House of Rep, local government chairman, councilor chief, community leaders, wherever they are planning evil against the children of the Most High, against Biafra restoration, against our leader, also against the Prime Minister of Biafra government in Israel, our brother Mazi Simon Ekpa. When I say the chukwu okike abịa ma okwu ọjọọ dị na nke egwu gọvanọ ahụ wekwa n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke n'oge chiri ha ozu kpasa ụkpasa na eke ozu akpọsa ụkpasa na orie ụkpasa ụkpasa na afọ ụkpasa ụkpasa na nkwọ n'ụbọchị ndụ ha niile oge chiri ha azụ ihe niile bụ ihe ọjọọ kwuru n'isi anyị ọ bụ izinu na nke a gbara n'isi anyị when I say the chukwu okike abịa ma any evil plans of enemy in our land in our Biafra restoration wherever they are in planning against the total restoration of the kingdom of chukwu okike abịa ma in this planet earth in House of Government House, House of Representatives, House of Assembly, House of Senate, House of Rep, local government chairman, councilor chief, community leaders, traditional leaders, wherever they are in their planet earth, in the four corners of this planet earth, in their marine kingdom, in their Owonu kingdom, in their Ekaka kingdom, planning evil against the total restoration of the kingdom of chukwu okike abịa ma let their evil plan turn against their in eke ngina chukwu ngina na in orie ngina chukwu ngina na in afọ ngina chukwu ngina na n'ụtụtụ the evil plans of enemy will go back to them in the mighty name of chukwu okike abịa ma a na-agwọ ọ na-ele okike abịa ma n'aha chukwu okike abịa ma wena sịkwa n'ụbọchị nke taa ka anyị na-ekwukwu okwu ya the land of the rising sun ga-enwe love and challenge anyanwụ ụtụtụ ka anyị na-akpọlite the land of the rising sun will love and challenge the land of the rising sun will love and challenge ha eke chukwu okike abịa ma anyanwụ ụtụtụ nke na-awara Igbo nke na-awara ọrụ wakele anyị na-eke wakele anyị n'oge wakele anyị n'afọ wakele anyị na nkwọ wakele anyị n'ụtụtụ wakele anyị na-ehihie wakele anyị n'anyasụ anyị ga-abụ ka ihe na ya na-ekwu okwu ebe na anyị ga-adị ka echi na echi adị agwagwụ na osisi pụtara ife adịghị ekpo ụgbọdọ anyị apụtaghị ife na ya apụtago na ya echigakwa azụ nakwa ya na-ekwu okwu bụ Biafra eke ketara anyị Biafra ka o rerotara anyị Biafra ka fụfụtara anyị Biafra ka nkwụkwụtara anyị Biafra nke na chukwu nke na ana anyị sị na Biafra aka abịa na onye ga-atụ isi ya na eke onwe isi na eke tụ isi ya na orie onwe isi na orie tụ isi ya na afọ onwe isi na afọ tụ isi ya na nkwọ onwe isi na nkwọ onye asị chukwu okike abịa ma okike ekele ụwa gbasị bi n'igwe nwanne otu onye aṅụlụ ndụ kwere nkwa mee ya ụgwọ anarị atụ egwu agbakwuru ezu n'ike wee na-asị nekwa nwanne anyị nwoke a bụ Biafra United Channel Television n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke dubia na eke dubia na orie dubia na afọ dubia na nkwọ dubia na ụtụtụ dubia na ehihie dubia na anyasị ọpụpịa na mbatị adịghị n'aka ihe oriri ya ahụ dịghị n'aka chukwu okike abịa ma iburu ụzọ ma kperịa azụ kpuchite ka ọkụkọ si ekpuchite ụmụ ya arapụkwana ya na-erapụ bịa n'ururu ahịa n'aha Grace Pope abịa ma wee na-asịkwa n'ụbọchị nke taa the land of the rising sun will love and cherish chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasị bi n'igwe anyanwụ ụtụtụ nke na-awara Igbo nke na-awara olu wakele anyị na eke wakele anyị n'orie wakele anyị n'afọ wakele anyị na nkwọ wakele anyị n'ụtụtụ wakele anyị n'ehihie wakele anyị n'anyasị ọpụpụ anyị na mbata anyị the land of the rising sun will love and cherish anyanwụ ụtụtụ n'ụbọchị nke taa ka anyị na-ekwukwe n'isi ya kewakerịa na ekewakerịa n'orie wakerịa n'afọ n'ekwu ụmụ IPOB n'isi ụmụ Biafra niile wakele anyị na eke wakele anyị n'orie wakele anyị n'afọ wakele anyị na nkwọ wakele anyị n'ụtụtụ wakele anyị n'ehihie wakele anyị n'anyasị ọpụpụ anyị na mbata anyị dịghị n'aka ya eri ya ya dịghị n'aka bụrụ azụ ma kpere ya azụ chukwu okike abịa ma n'isi nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Biafra United Channel otu anyị si wekwu ya n'isi ya ka ọ ga-esite n'isi ụmụ Biafra niile n'isi ụmụ IPOB niile n'isi indigenous people of Biafra niile n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke otu anyị si kwu ya ka ọ ga-esi wee dị n'aha Great chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile a na-agwọ ọ na-ere nke emere jụọ oyi emekwa ọzọ.
All right.
Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you're welcome to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. And of course, the voice you are listening to is none other one than that of your humble brother and servant, Mazi Odinanwa from Biafra Unite. You all are highly welcome. I can see your names in the comment section. As the comments coming, keep coming thick and fast. Maybe today, even though we are late a little bit, I will try to acknowledge some of you, especially those who started making comment from the beginning. Amaka, you are welcome. I can see you. Amaka Okoye Victor, you're welcome. Oka for John, you're welcome. Ezedike, you are welcome. David Lucas, I can see you. Chukwu Diuzo, you're welcome. Anthony, you are welcome. Emeki Igwe, you are welcome. Odemeka, you're welcome. James Anyim, I can see you. Linus Njoku, you're welcome from Germany. David Usulo, you're welcome. Guinea Kachi, you're welcome. Guinea Kachi Daniels, I can see you. Rock Consult, you're welcome. Where's the Justina? Innocent Najiofo, Gertrude Amade, you all are highly welcome. The comments keep coming thick and fast. Obunayapa, you're welcome. I can see your comments in the comment section, but we have to continue. Victor Mbwemen, Onyenkem, you're welcome. Ike Chima, you're welcome. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Okay, Zioji, you're welcome. Innocent in Najofo, I can see you. Please, if I do not mention your name, I want to apologize. Tomorrow will always be another day. So we have to continue because, of course, we have a very important message this very evening. Please, I welcome every one of you. Once you are here, endeavor to welcome others by, of course, doing the needful, liking, and, of course, sharing this very live presentation. Today's broadcast will be one of a kind, as it has everything to do with the Igbo race. I want to repeat. Today's broadcast is one of a kind. It's going to be very, very special, as it has everything to do with not only the Igbo race, but also those in this very struggle, or should I say in the agitation or liberation movement, whichever one. Going by the title of this very live presentation this evening, I have said, or I have written, breaking. PM Mazi Simon Ekpa not happy with online saga. Hey, PM Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko is not happy. Is not happy whatsoever with online saga, with the current online saga that started since after or even from the Finland Convention till today. The message which I'm going to give you tonight, very few people have it already, especially those in the authorities of their various groups. They already have the message. But the question here is, are they going to deliver it, or are they going to abide to it? Biafrans, I want you to pay attention. Nke azua agwa ebelugo na akirika. So many times I have told you, no nwere ife mele edeju ebe enwe. Otu amụwa bụ maazị ọdịnanwa nọ. Ọ ya abụrụ m nnekwute ife ifele na m pụtalụ na this very struggle wee bido na-edeceive ụmụazị Igbo. It will be a great shame to me, with everything that I've been through in this very struggle, right from the day that I joined, right from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to autopilot. All the attacks, blackmails, name calling, including looking for Biafra Unite for assassination and personal issues in this very struggle. Oya burumu, oya kalumu mana nwụrụ anwụ. It will be better that I die and join my ancestors, if they will even accept me, than sabotaging this very struggle or leading the Biafrans astray. Than sabotaging the struggle on leading Biafrans astray. Oya abulumu, oya kalumu namade rondo than sabotaging the struggle. That is the reason why sometimes I laugh when I see the way our people behave and the way they attack me. I will look at them, shake my head, and laugh. Because you cannot ask yourself a simple question. Anything, what is that thing that Biafra Unite saw that made him take the stand that he took from the beginning? I know whenever Mazisa Mnepa tells you about template, I know the template. I know the template, and I have it on my palm. That is the reason why when anybody or group of people going against the template or contrary to the template of Biafra restoration, Mazi Odinanwa is not there. Biafra Unite is not there. And you can never find Biafra Unite there. And if I am not there, whether you believe it or not, believe it or you leave it, Mazi Simon Ekpa can never be there. Believe it or leave it, I am not forcing you. But if I am not there, Mazi Simon Ekpa is not there. And he can never, I want you to mark today's date, he can never be there. Impossible. So the message which I'm going to drop to all Biafrans today, tonight, some few people who are in powers, depending on the group they lead, already have the message. The problem is, are they going to implement it? Are they going to take it on board? Are they going to respect it? That is the problem. Are they going to pass the message across to their followers or their listeners? That is remain to be seen. If they respect the voice and the authority or the advice of if they decide not to obey the instruction from the person they claim to be their master, then I do not know the Biafra that they are looking for. And the message abụọkwa from osi n'aka ofelu n'aka. Ọ bụrụ osi n'aka ofelu n'aka. Rather, it is direct to them. Direct to them. Gekwantio, ọ bụrụkwa osi n'aka ofelu n'aka. So you don't say we cannot listen to a man under duress or custody. No, direct to them. So imazi mafaye may implement, or are they going to sit on it and continue with whatever they are doing? So we have some few things to discuss this very evening. And the first one is going to be a very simple message. That the Prime Minister of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku himself, is not in any way happy with the online saga which is happening today on the social media. Kaimala no bunu wana ekwu jolun jona social media dewele ya na situation ono today. Nege kwanu ntio oge nkere Ngozi Orabueze ma ndị social media unu ncha niile Maazị Simon Ekpa asị which na mma na unu dị aware ife a na-ekwu already. No bụ ife unu na-eme na social media na-edewe n'ọnọdụ ọnọ today that everybody should stop with immediate effect. Rather, na ọ kakwu mma na unu make peace. Na ọ kakwu mma na unu mere gịnị make peace. Instead of to continue with whatever you people are doing, and in Finland, everybody nte, even in the nasu Igbo, to nasu Igbo na I translate ya before I got type am neku. Also kwa gisu Igbo, also gisu Igbo, fan ege ya. So kuseno with immediate effect, cease fire. Operation Gini, cease fire. Now, on my own understanding, on my own, capacity, in my own capacity, Biafran sobu unu n'anya, unu ya ghọta na the last time PM showed up na court. Ekwuru that na the next court appearance yabu to discuss his bail terms. His bail terms. Then, Obiezen Nandewo, you're welcome to this program. Now, Okulu say, Mazi Ekpa n'onwe told our fellow Biafrans who were in the court that day, he assured them that they are all going home together in his next court appearance, which was the day everybody's supposed to come to discuss his bail term. We were all celebrating, we were all jubilating. But ona jugo say, how come, our people, we usually forget as quick as possible. Have you asked yourself, how comes after all the jubilations and expectations, we were all hoping and waiting for that very next court appearance where they will, discuss his bail terms, his bail application. That day, ebido mee gịnị kọba ife ọzọ nke o jikwalụ na-akwụrọ tax ife na-eso na charges in the first place. Ife a na-anara eji aga nga something bụ na ejiro ya aga nga anarapụrụ ya court sef may kwụrụ tax based on my own knowledge and information that I gathered in Finland. May kwụrụ tax which they call Olosoto. O nwere another agency may take care of it. And the only thing that will happen to you is that it will spoil your credit, whatever. Oh, yeah, maybe your credit, bona. You will no longer be able, as a citizen or someone who is legal in the country. There are some things you can do. You can even buy a car, on credit. Then you'll be paying gradually. You can get a house on credit. You'll be paying gradually, so long as you are working. So when you don't pay this tax or Losoto, then the agency that is in charge of tax in Finland will now take care of you. Even before it gets to the level of spoiling your credit, level. Before it gets to that level, a lot must have happened. There must have been a lot of conversation and the invitation, and a lot must have happened. They must have tried everything possible to make you understand the lane which you are taking and what is going to cost you, the damages is going to cost your name. PM has not gotten to that level whatsoever. Nothing. So I want everybody to understand. I want all of us to understand. Nenwelo nnukwute nsogbu. PM is being tackled from all angles. And what we are doing on the social media is not helping the matters at all. Anyị na-agba onwe anyị ọtọ n'ime afịa. Anyị na-eme gịnị? Na-agba onwe anyị ọtọ n'ime afịa. Because anything ị na-ekwu, fa wele ya, fa ga gesia ya, me translate ebe fa ya ghọta ọfụma, wee mee gịnị? Wee bidokwa n'isi mewe investigation. So I want you people to understand. Okwe ekwu mere ọnụ, ememe mele uche. I told you last time that I can only take a horse to the stream, but I can never force the horse to drink water. This is something that our people must understand. Ikusia fewelifi iku gage we bidokwe n'isi mewe investigation. Achọnko no ghọta na ọ bụrụ ife niile ka a ya akpa afa na public. Imewe mesia fagwelifi melo ga bido mewe investigation afresh. Onye ji na nga kanolo na nga. We can say, but you have a small platform. No. As long as Biafra is in that thing you are doing, they know. They all know. So it's not helping at all. And those of you who are going on your various platforms, castigating Finland and castigating their president, the earlier you stop, the better for all of us. Apart from whatever you may not even see, Apart from whatever you may not see or you don't know. Remember, what you don't know is bigger than you. Apart from whatever you don't see or you don't know, you are acting, based on what your mind tells you. I want you to reason it on a plain terms. I want you to reason it on a normal level. Ne e castigate ya Finland, castigate ya president, does it help the situation of your prime minister? Just on a normal ground. Reason it on a normal ground. When you castigate their president and the country itself, their government, does it help the situation of your prime minister? Just check it on a normal. Oh, if you castigate the president, then now in your mind you have exposed them so they can do the right thing. That's what you think, right? You need to go back and think again. You need to go back and think again. Because of Finnish president or Finnish government, then you have exposed them. They will now release your prime minister. You need to go back and think again. Somebody's, even if they play cent, nobody's asking you to play cent. If Ebubagu, the saga you are playing on social media is not helping the matters at all. Nobody's telling you to play. So I don't know what you mean by playing cent. Nobody, I don't know what you mean by playing cent. Do you think by coming on social media to do the saga you are doing currently is the way forward? Is that what you think? Is that really what you think? That is the way to get Biafra? Like, I don't understand. Is that really what you think? If that is the order of the day, then when are we going to get Biafra? Ask yourself a simple question. When are we going to get Biafra? Ọ bụ na ọ bụ ịgagide n'iru ịkwụsịgawa azụ, ma ọ bụ ịgagide n'iru gagide oge iche na inwetego ife na-achọ, ị pause or bidokwa n'isi again. Now let us begin with Ụwazurike. The time Ụwazurike nwere nsogbu, somebody is still writing trash. It's not my suggestion. This is not my suggestion. Because all of you, some of you, some of you think that when I speak, I'm just talking. The information I have, you don't have it. The links I have in the struggle, you don't have it. Or whether you are just a listener on social media, you know nothing. The only thing you know is what you hear on social media. The information that I have, you don't have it. So it's not my suggestion. It is not my suggestion. This is what you must, people must know. What I'm saying has nothing to do with my suggestion. If which now some of them already have the message. So stop talking don't say what you don't know. Don't say what you don't know. Now, going back to what I was saying. Listen, this what I said is not it's not a suggestion. It's not a suggestion from me. It's not a suggestion that the online saga should stop with immediate effect. And not peace. It's not a suggestion. It has absolutely nothing to do with Biafra Unite. It's not a suggestion. And if some of them non easy, based on group Hana Achi, they are aware of it already. The problem not the are they going to implement it? Are they going to pass the message across to their followers? That is the problem. That is the problem here. Because I'm sure they already have the message. The online saga should stop with immediate effect. That is the message. It should stop with immediate effect because it's not helping my situation. I'm not talking about me, myself. You already know what I'm talking about. This is not my word. Osogiji, like go as a gun. Osogi, continue with whatever you are doing. Ekugokwam ka diozis webia. And I want to repeat. N'ozi abụrụkwa from osi n'aka ofelu n'aka. Ọ bụrụkwa osi n'aka ofelu n'aka. If you know, you know. Ekwusigokwa m. Ndị nọ online na-eme broadcast. If you are listening to me now, ịkpọ onye ị na-eso, ọ bụrụ nwoke ka ị na-eso, ị jụọ ya ife a Biafra Unite na-ekwu ọ bụ eziokwu. Ọchị ọ bụ ọ nọ here for Biafra, ọ ya agwa gị na ọ bụ eziokwu. Ọ bụ na nke nwaanyị ka ị na-eso, ịkpọ ya jụọ ya ife a Biafra Unite na-ekwu ọ bụ eziokwu. Adị m 100% sure na ọ bụ na ọ nọ here for Biafra, ọ ya asị gị na ọ bụ eziokwu. Ọ bụkwa normal like what others have done. Ọ ya agwa gị anya na ya ntị gị continue whatever you are doing. Ọkwa ife nchọrọ ịgwa unu. Nke a the first ozi. Then, going back to what I was saying. Ogo Wazurike nwere nsogbu. Remember, before Wazurike nwere nsogbu, the matter of Biafra has gone very, very high. The issue of Biafra was already the talk of the town. It was everywhere, even though without social media. Even without social media, the Biafra matters was already everywhere. We were already, hoping. The hopes were already high that Biafra is coming. We are talking about 1999, 2000, 2001, before Emeya arrest. All hopes were high that Biafra is just here with us. Ebulu wazuri keginime Biafra dammiri. Biafra megini dammiri. Even the time Ebulu Wazurike, the time Wazurike was arrested, we were all believing that it is now that Biafra will be a reality. Because now we are going to double our effort. Now that Onisi is in the hands of the enemies. So, what happened? Biafra megene dammiri. It took us many years till 2012. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up and said, no, we have to continue. From 2002 to 2012, that is 10 good years. 10 good years. After Biafra dammiri, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up again. From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we all know, unless you are a kid or you are just joining today, if you have been listening to Biafra messages, and of course, if you have been in the struggle for a while, you would have known the level that Biafra matters have gotten until 2021, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. You know already the level Airugolo. You already know. These Biafra houses that we opened under Brigi, Biafra liaisons, was not the first time. I told me to Penyon now before I got at the next message, because I want enough messages to dissect this evening. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu opened the Biafra. Achonka ikwuru n'ụzọ eziokwu. Let us talk to ourselves. Let us talk to ourselves. Ka anyị gwake n'onwe anyị eziokwu. Ịmala ife na-elo gị, izie ya butuo ya naanị. Butuo. Let us talk to each other. Nkwusia ife m na-achọ ikwu, deliver my message. I'll open the microphone. I hope time permits us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a lot of effort. Opened the first Biafran liaison office in Spain. Some of you are married from Nekumakia. It was functioning. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself traveled to Spain to commission that very liaison office. He commissioned it. Now, that was a great achievement. I be not by Biafra embassy, Spain. From that, we were hoping and expecting more and more and more. More and more and more. Aneku ka aneku enwe Eastern Security Network. I was in yes na the struggle enwe gisi. Anya landigo. Within a space of 4 months of the 5 months of the unveiling of Eastern Security Network, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. Now, Gente, instead of DOS to maintain that feat achieved by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they brought Katakata division into the house. Listen and listen very good. I'm taking us somewhere. Instead of DOS to maintain the feat achieved by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, forbidding Igbo maki Igbo. DOS bido gbuo maki Igbo. Onye na-ekwero n'ife fakwuru egbuo ya. Mi kwero nke Chinasa Nworu kwuru na-ebu a member of ESN. Atag aga onye ori gbufue gị. Ọ dịzie ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ọ na-azụ ndị ori ma ọ bụ na ọ na-azụ ndị na-egbu mmadụ. Na-egekwanụ ntị o ka unu wee na-aghọta, because a lot of you have been deceived. Instead, the DOS will keep the house intact, make sure that now the house is properly run, so that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will be proud of them. Go bicha their social media warriors. Innocent man, na leadership. Simon Ekpa. Enemy attack on social media. What's the reason? What was the reason? Simon Ekpa attack? Because DOS saw that Mazi Simon Ekpa has a very big platform. Biafrans listened to him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu endorsed him. And the Obu na oju ikwe n'ife fakwuru, then oya nwabonye ya enye ha nsogbu na social media. He's the only one who would give them problem on social media should he fail to follow them. Akpoya meeting. Obekwaloda meeting. Without woman non America chinronwunya. Instead of them to discuss how to move forward, Iana got Simon Ekpa to come and join them, to join their clique. Simon Ekpa seen the day after he joined any clique. What happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Many of you are not aware. However, all the social media warriors under IPOB and Mazinam Dekano, they brought all of them over. They started attacking Simon Ekpa in order to bring him down, because he is the only one that will stand against, because of his truthfulness and because Mazinam Dekano endorsed him and Biafrans listened to him. They left the struggle and focused on Simon Ekpa, thereby bringing us backward. Today, as I'm talking to you, that Biafran liaison office opened by Mazinam Dekano in Spain, I can't remember which part of Spain, whether I can't remember, but I used to know it. Today, that embassy, or should I say that liaison office, nobody knows anything about it today. If it's still existing, maybe they have shut it down, because I'm not sure they are still paying for the rent. Now, we have to start afresh from 2021. Abasian social media war. We started afresh in 2022, February 27th. I made a vote of no confidence. Then we started afresh from there. We started afresh. You all know what it took us. You all know what it took us. You all were here. From 2022, after the media battle, from 2021, this media battle started in August. From even July, they have already started. But the main battle started in August. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, it ended. We started moving ahead. We started moving forward. A lot of things were done. Remember, Otekigokwai from beginning again. We started opening new. First of all, we formed a government. Then we started opening, new Biafra liaison offices around the world. From 2023, right? After the formation of the government. At the end of the day, Biafra Liberation Army was unveiled during the first convention in Finland. Then ESN ceases to exist. Although the DOS are still using the word ESN, even though they know there's no way to be, they are nowhere to be found. They are still using the same thing with Nigeria, ESN, ESN, ESN. Now, you all know where we have gotten. Hey, before November 2024, within 2 years of the formation of the government, within 2 years, we have been able to attain a very high level. If not the highest level, the only thing that was remaining was after that a convention in 2024. By now, I'm telling you the gospel truth. By now, Nigeria would have called for negotiation by now. Even Tinubu was thanking Finland for helping them to stop breakup of Nigeria. Not thanking Finland. The person who thanked Finland for arresting Simon Ekpa was Musa. But Tinubu thanked Finland for stopping breakup of Nigeria. Now, after attaining this level, a Simon Ekpa arrest, boom, all of a sudden, we started afresh again. My people, you had one of your leaders, out of 2 persons in a lead, one of them told you the other day that everything they're doing now, they started afresh. You all had it. Now, Josie, what of ndị lead you no kita? Emekwa no for arrest because they are not, nobody's immune to arrest. Nobody's immune to arrest. And both of them live in America. America has a very huge interest in Nigeria, more than Finland. More than Finland. Finland has not even any interest in Nigeria. America and Britain have very huge interest in Nigeria. So, nobody is immune to arrest. What of MF arrest echi? Anye bidokwa n'isi again. So when are Igbo? When are we going to get the Biafra we are looking for? Because all this is arrest is struggle on your ebidokwa n'isi in the next few years. Ebidokwa n'isi after few years or few months later. Because they mega announced now that that was the announcement I had just a couple of weeks ago. So when the case for arrest, because I'm saying it the way it is. The honest truth. The honest this one, forget it, you will not get it again. Because nobody is paying me. I've never been paid in this struggle before. So I'm not saying if I don't say it the way they like it, then my pay will no longer come. No. You can think whatever you want to think. You can say whatever you want to say about me. No problem. No problem. Mana I go mile. You got to go? Jụọ onwe gị onwekwanụ ka ndị nke si wee nwee nsogbu echi, which you and I know very well. Now anybody this serious now this very struggle would definitely be called for questioning by their host country. You and I know. Also, if you like it, close your ears. If you like it, everything block on because you hate the truth. Block or bear it in mind that anybody who is genuine in this very struggle will be called for questioning. Either you are arrested or you are called for questioning, and that call for questioning, you will be detained. You will definitely be detained for months, if not years. Unless you are not sincere, unless you are just milking Biafrans, if you are genuine in this very struggle, you will be called for questioning. Unless you are not genuine, unless you are deceiving Biafrans on social media. Once you are genuine, you will definitely, now the host country will call you for questioning, because Nigeria must feel the strong hand of Biafra. Nigeria must, for you to be genuine in this very struggle, Nigeria must feel the wrath of Biafra, which is making sure that our security is tight and performing wonders. Not just being tight, but performing. And you cannot be performing without Nigeria raising alarm. Can we just see this thing from a plain angle? You cannot be performing without the zoo raising an alarm. They must raise alarm. Musa has to cry. Musa has to cry. It's a must. If you are genuine, Musa must cry. And the leader will be called for questioning, detained months, if not years. Then are we going to start afresh again? If we continue to start afresh every year, we start afresh, when will Biafra come? When will Biafra come? Especially those who have genuine interest for Biafra. Now, my attention has been drawn to a message, or should I say broadcast, done by Okulora. The reason why I said all these things and reminded all of us what I have just said, or what has happened over the years, is because of the message of the Prime Minister. The online saga should cease immediately. And if possible, go and make peace. You understand? Go and make peace, if possible. But Emenumani, the online saga should stop immediately. Because of what? It is not helping his situation. That is the message. Whoever you are following, whoever you are fighting for, this is the message that I have been told to deliver to all of you. Stop calling people's names and calling them all sorts of names, because if they are all of us, if they are criminals, if they are ndị na-egbu mmadụ, ọ bụ na fa bụ ndị na-egbu mmadụ. So that means jinulu nu gwezo no na achọ m ịkpọba okwu afa in public. Jinulu nu gwezo no ọnụ. Ọ bụ na fa na-ezu ori, that means check ya. So biko no ụmụnne m, ọ bụ na ị bụ onye Igbo na ị chọrọ ọdịna mma Simon Ekpa, ị chọrọ ọdịna mma especially Simon Ekpa, because otu ọ dị na, at least for the past 9 months, odogo everybody anya that na nwere ebe anyị ji azụ aga. Odogo everybody anya, no matter all the shenanigans a na-eme na social media, all the propaganda, odogo anyị nche anya na onwe ebe anyị ji azụ aga. So we need Simon Ekpa. We need him. Okwa nkwu na nwere ike iwe gị iwe because of the high hopes you nwere already, or high hopes elesigo gị high hope. But if you want to tell yourself the truth, calculate from 9 months from now to last 9 months. If you know where by Jazuaga, if you want to be truthful. So bikono, Koseno, Ekpa, all those names, it is not helping our matter. Koseno online saga, it is not helping our matter. And if possible, make no peace. Me, more no one no here. I decided go right from beginning. Na mama so no whereby saga. And I try to maintain my stand. So bikono, uchono there. Now, my attention has been drawn to a certain broadcast made by one Igbo blogger called Okulora. Okulora, based on what you said that Nebulugu Imo State, and na ndini Nebulugu, all the people that kidnapped you in Imo State are all Imo people. They are all Imo people. Okulora, and you said that there's no Fulani there. There's no Fulani there. They are all Igbo from Imo State. Otis we malebe fasi webia bifemu ana amaro. But Okulola, to my best knowledge or understanding, you are from Enugu State. You are from Enugu State. So can you tell us who are those who are kidnapping people in Ehamufu, which is your own state where you come from? You are from Enugu. I don't know what part of Enugu you come from, but Enugu is your state. And the Ehamufu is in Enugu. So Okulola, can you tell us who are those? What is the identities of those who are kidnapping and unaliving people in Enugu State? The world wants to know the identities of those committing those crimes in Ehamufu, where you in Enugu, Ehamufu, Enugu State, in Udi, in all the places in Enugu State where you come from. We want to know their identities, since you already know the identities of those that you claimed to have kidnapped you in Imo State. Eyabuokoye no n'ụlọ. Ụlọ ya na-agba ọkụ ọ na-achọ oke. Okwasi charity begins at home. Somebody say he's in Kano. Oh, you are from Kano? I'm sure na Fulanis are wreaking havoc in Kano. Tell us their identity. You cannot leave what is happening in Kano without telling us the identities of those who are kidnapping people in Kano, and then you already know the identities of those who are kidnapping people in Imo State. But you are lucky that you did not mention Biafra. You are lucky you did not mention IPO. Maybe that is where you will come next. So how come I do not get stop, Wago? Until you tell us the identities of those who are kidnapping people in Hamufu, then we will pay attention to your nonsense. Without that, anything anything in a because Soludo has said it, so you need some bloggers that will help push his narrative. After all, election culture. Soludo said it. And to the best of my knowledge, he made a call just a couple of days ago. He called, bloggers in the East. He had a one-on-one chat with them. They went. We saw video, but we didn't see their discussions. So you have to come and tell us who are those unaliving people in Ehamufu before we pay attention to you, because I've not heard anything like that from you. I haven't heard anything like that from you. Now, moving forward, before we go into the other topic of the day, if not main topic itself. Now, I have information from a reliable source, or should I say breaking news. The amnesty proposed by Hope Uzodinjo to the people of Osun local government area, especially the people from a place called Umuhu Okabe. That amnesty, which supposed to take place last Saturday, not this yesterday Saturday, last week Saturday, or last 2 Saturdays, because yesterday was already Saturday. That amnesty was cancelled after our broadcast. From a reliable source, the amnesty was cancelled, officially cancelled. And they rumored that they are going to go that amnesty yesterday, which was on Saturday, 2nd of August. And that 2nd of August, it was equally cancelled again. And according to their fears, they said that ESN might attack them. That is their fear. Not the fears of the villagers, but the fears of Ebubagu and DSS, who scheduled for that amnesty. That is their fear. They said ESN may attack them. So they canceled the amnesty. And my people, that is not the problem. The real problem is that our people who are supposed or who were supposed to be the amnesty collectors, I don't know how to say it, or they are collecting amnesty collectors. They say, oh, they did not show up. So they cancel it. They cancel it. And I know any day I know Bakam from Kedafa, that criminal, that very criminal called Wally War. Any day we hear Bakam that they want to lure our people to unalive them in the name of amnesty, we will come here and they expose them. They will never succeed in Biafra land. It is not possible. Now, that is another breaking news. And then, Obuninanya, at the very end of the live, of course, at the very end of the title of this very broadcast, which I have said, as Igbo people face existential threat in Nigeria. Now, that is where we are coming now. Igbo people face existential threat in Nigeria. I want everybody to pay attention. What I want to do now is very, very critical. We are going to analyze the message of Gentle, but before we get to message of Gentle, let us first of all, let us see where it all began. Then from there, we'll bring the message of Gentle, and then we will analyze it. Very, very important, because what we are doing today is very, very significant, because our people are facing existential threat in our land. Hence the need to not only expose them, but to make sure that our land is protected. So let us pay attention while I play the voice note one after the other. Can you hear the voice? Let me know in the comment section if you can hear the voice properly before we proceed. Let me know in the comment section if you can hear the voice as I play it. Please let me know. Can you hear the voice as I just played it right now before we proceed? Did you hear the voice? Let me play it once again and then we confirm.
Izog ekenekwe m ọnụ. Izog mma nọ. Ụnụ anụgo ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru na nke m nwa wee beko dike kwuru. Onye ọwụna nwa ndị Izog, ihe ndị Izog chọrọ ime na-atọ ya ụtọ. Biko, enwe grupu a ga-afọm iwu nwa ndị Izog, because ịbata na grupu a now, si wete ya full name, a ga-ajụ ese ọ na-iso alụ weti ndị a. No. Ọ na-enwe nwa ndị Izog chọrọ iso this force na-abata ndị Izog now. Ya weta afịa, tinye afịa na platform ndị Izog now. Si weta full name ya, anyị ga-eji ewe jụ ese. Ọwụ na-enwere nwa ndị Izog chọrọ ịbata na this platform now. Tinye ezigbote afa gị, tinye afa nna gị, tinye ebe begodo. Ọwụ na-echọ itinye ebe begodo, na enwere onye nwe trọsụ, enwere ebe ị ga-etinye. Tinye ezo ihe awụzi ya na-edizi ka onye ọna don't hide where you came from. Don't hide where you came from. This is last battle ka na-abata, and this last battle is between Autopilot Liberation Terrorists, Gentle the Yahoo Kabaloso, Obaloso Bano Umaka, na the last fight, Yana men when encounter. Obani mo ya babu no tienano. Bazo Sobano Umaka. Jeje recruit ndo recruit from Anambra State kpodata. Enwere ụmụaka Abakaliki recruit na ndo recruit from Anambra State. These people be here according to my investigation. Ofu onye si from Anambra State ha recruit ofo had about winning some people. Only on the lazy do. Neither will live in all on this work or they live for us. Ozi head the boy, Ofuke Jeme, not this work this time around. You nwa Abakaleke non this zog. Non this you nwa Abakaleke non this zog. I'm under Abakaleke. I listen ha do good.
We are going to start it again because I want to say something. I really want to say something. If Ronya no na feel on na agba onu ko baka. Onya na feel on na agba onu ko baka. This very message, not only for the Ndi Zogo, not only for Ndi Imo, but also for every Igbo man and woman na Igbo. Everybody pay attention, Buko. Ugo, Ebelugonambawu. This is one of the main reasons why I came live this evening. I'm going to tell you something this evening. I'm going to tell you something this evening. This is the main reason why you have your life today. After the message from our Prime Minister. Now, pay attention. Let us listen to this man.
Ọ na-anụgo ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru na nke m nwa wee beko dike kwuru. Onye ọwụna nwa ndị Izọg, mmanụ ihe ndị Izọg chọrọ ime na-atọ ya ụtọ. Biko, enwe group a ga-afọm iwu nwa ndị Izọg because ịbata na group a now, si wote ya full name, a ga-ajụ ese ọ na-iso alụ with ndị a. No.
According to him, he is requesting everybody to bring their names, their surnames, their father's name, their mother's name, their house, everything, including color akoyi na pantoyi. These are the people that the government of Imo, led by Hope Uzodimma, imposed to the Imo people by the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, led and controlled by the Fulani. And that happened during the tenure of the late Muhammadu Buhari, a Fulani man. In the first place, the imposition of Hope Uzodimma was never for the betterment of Ndi Imo. The imposition of Hope Uzodimma was never for the betterment of Imo people or Ndi Igbo in general, because the Imo State people elected a man called Emeki Ihedioha to lead them as their governor. Then Fulani, with Emeki Ihedioha rejecting whatever offer they gave to him and the instruction on how to run Imo State, then they have to use Supreme Court to make it legal in order not to cause panic, in order not to make people say they are bringing anarchy. In order to make it legal, they use Supreme Court to oust Emeki Ihedioha and impose Hope Uzodimma. The Imo people had already chosen their leader, whom they believe that can lead them well, whom they believe that can provide for them all the basic amenities that they needed, that should be provided by the government of the day. They have made their choice, and their choice was Emeki. 'Emeki 'Ihedioha. 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 'Ihedioha said no. Emeki Ihedioha cannot be there because he does not want to dance to our tone. This is politics, and we control it. They took him to court and removed him and imposed Hope Uzodimma. So therefore, there is no any decision today taken by Hope Uzodimma that will be on the betterment of Ndimo. Are you paying attention? I'm talking to Imo people today, right now, and the Igbo in general, because call the Bodu, call the Boguna. If an Imo, they make other places. Come on, Bunkana, no too much. Anambra adịrọkwa mma. Nke Enugu ji adị mma. And let me tell you something. The day this man nọ na-abịa, ya na-agasị ọma mmezi ife agwali ya mee ewepụ ya. Otu ọsọ. What are you telling me? Ewepụ Similaye Fubara. They remove Similaye Fubara. So who is Oti that cannot be removed? Ewepụrụ onye Ijo. Ọ bụzikwa onye Igbo na-ajụ amụ mmiri oyi na Nigerian politics ka ama mwepụ. Anyị ewepụ ya otu ọsọ na otu ọsọ gaa ilu. They removed Fubara. Similaye Fubara was removed. Even that one, Tinubu did not even waste time to go to Supreme Court to make it legal. He removed him with executive powers, which is not even in the Constitution. That Kedafeya no dear Nabia is because he's dancing to that. Don't mind any other thing on him. A tozo krota, mon or so no with rock. Don't mind those ones on him to please your people. Now, that is not my problem here. Hope Uzodimma, who brought Ebubagu in Imo State. I want you people to pay very close attention because we have a lot to discuss this evening. Couple of days ago or weeks, I showed you video where people from Mbise were lamenting. How many of you watched that video where Mbise people gathered themselves? They formed, they formed the emergency vigilante outfit. And they were begging their local government chairman to come to their rescue to give them more arms. How many of you watched that video not even quite long ago that I posted it? If I knew I would have talked about it, I would have prepared that video to show you now. In Ahiara Junction, people are running helter-skelter. Mbise is located in Imo State. No security there. No Ebubagu there. Nege kwa nunti o. Nege nunti. Because esimoru we bata. Esimoru we bata. So nga to penye gazo. Nege nunti umu chineke. Good. Victor Mboemena said he watched it. Thank you for confirming. Let us continue. Nege nunti. Kantu penye gazo. Makani hine esimoru we bata. Kanaga.
Ọ na-enwe nwa ndị Izọ chọrọ iso this force na-abata ndị Izọ now.
Ọ sị na ọ bụ na enwelu nwa Izọgụ chọrọ iso this force na-abata Izọgụ now. Enidiri afa gị. Afa gị ka eji mee gịnụ ka egbue gị. They want to eliminate you because ebu onye Igbo. And they fortunate that instead of you to be fortunate to be born in Imo, now you are unfortunate to be born in Imo. This man si n'afọ ya bụ ebekue dike ọ bụrụ afa nne na amụsị gụọ nwa ya ife abụ mbụba afa ọ gwara anyị ezigbo afa ya ọ nọrọ na-etu ọnụ na WhatsApp group ị ya agwa anyị ma ọgụ nwa ya abịa nụ ya bụ ọgụ ka ọkwa ịnalụgo ego lie wee na-etozi ọnụ because ndị nyelugo ego akpọnyego gị ndị amị ọkwa ya nwere ife ọzọ. Now ụmụ Igbo, Ndị nọ n'alọ ndị Izuogu. This man want to bring Ebubagu, which is there already, but he want to reinforce them through Hope Uzodimma in Arondi Izuogu, in Okigwe in general, because Arondi Izuogu is under Okigwe state. So, why do they want to bring or reinforce Ebubagu in Arondi Izuogu, in Okigwe? Because, oh, Achomi Rush, yeah, we'll come there. Let's continue.
ya weta afia tinye afia na platform ndị Izuogu now si weta full name ya anyị ga-eji ewe jụ ese
Ewetekwana afago, ajoinekwana the group, ajoinekwala ụmụ Igbo nọ n'Izuogu, ajoinekwala group anwa. Ife a bụ group ndị na-egbu mmadụ, ife a bụ group ndị na-egbu ọchụ. Let me tell you something. I want every reasonable Biafran to calculate this night or evening, depending on your location. Thank you. I've seen a lot of people, because I've not been reading comments. I've seen a lot of people confirming that they watched the video. Thank you all. Thompson, thank you. KSC, thank you. Star Chinedu, thank you all for confirming. Now, Obuluna. Chai. Aluneme. Which security do you even need in Izuogu? Let us compare. Let's contrast and compare. In Imo State, I will tell you the same thing in Anambra. But let us start with Imo, because all Imo Kifaneme. In Imo, you have 3 zones. Let us use it as, geographically and geopolitically divided. In Imo, you have 3 zones. In Imo, as it's divided by Nigerian state. You have Imo, you have Olu zone, the same way you have it in all the states in Igbo. You have Olu zone, you have Okigwe zone, and you have Owerri zone. This is how we have our state in Imo State. In the old Imo, we have Okigwe state, we have Olu state, and we have Owerri state. So, minus the state of Biafra, created by Biafran citizens. The Fulani-controlled Nigeria created Imo State for our people who are in Imo and gave them 4 geopolitical zones, which is Olu zone, Owerri zone, and Okigwe zone. Now, this Izuogu is under Okigwe zone, right? If you come to Imo, you have 3 zones. And then we have, oh my goodness me, we have Biafra Liberation Army situated in Olu to fight for the freedom of Biafra. To fight for the freedom of Biafra. That is the reason why the Biafra Liberation Army was situated in Olu. Then you go to Okigwe in Izuogu. We have Biafra Liberation Army situated in Okigwe to do what? To fight for the freedom of Biafra. And these are the places that those who volunteer themselves for this fight deemed fit to stay in order to be able to fight for the freedom and come out victorious. Now, in Owerri zone, at the moment, there is no Biafra Liberation Army situated in Owerri zone. It used to be there before, but it's no longer there now because of sabotage. Sabotage not from the people, but from those who claim to be Biafra agitators. So, now in Imo, where do you have Ebubagu? Hey. goodness me. Igbo, where do you have Ebubagu situated? You have Ebubagu in Olu. You have Ebubagu in Okigwe. But you don't have Ebubagu in Owerri. Negekwanụ ntị o, ka unu wee na-afụ the way Fulani is controlling us. All the way from Sokoto. You have Ebubagu in Olu. That same place Igbo gather onwe fasi okay. Ebe ndị ugwu na-ebu AK wee ebe na-agbawusi ndị be anyị ka anyị burukwa AK wee nụọ ya bụ ọgụ to defend our land and our people. Ka anyị gaa nọ o nwere ebe anyị anọnwụ n'ọlụ wee nụọ ọgụ wee nwee mmeri. Hope ụzọ dị mma out of pressure from the north, from the caliphate, formed Ebubagu in Olu. Did they form Ebubagu for criminals? The answer is no. Did they form Ebubagu for Fulani herdsmen terrorists? The answer is no. They formed Ebubagu to fight Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo joining Ebubagu to fight Ndi Igbo. Atagizie BLA members, criminals. Ụmụaka Igbo na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. Atagi afa ndị ori. Ụmụ Igbo na-agbarịta onwe fe egbe. Ụmụ Igbo face themselves na-agba onwe fe egbe na-agbawusi onwe fa. On behalf of Fulani. Just to save Fulani. Ụmụ Igbo, because of ego hope ụzọ dị mma bupụtalụ na-agba onwe fa egbe na-agbawusi onwe fa. Ụmụ Igbo. Then in our zone, there is no Ebubagu there. Ị ga na nga ọkpala in Owerri, a na-egbu ndị mmadụ gogo. Fulani herdsmen have taken over the entire forest in Ngokpala. Ngokpala bụkwa n'ime ọfịa na onwe fa. Fulani ewelugo ọnọdụ there. Ị ga na Mbaise, Fulani have taken over. Let me even check that video if I can see it. Let me check that video. Just a moment. I hope. I wish I can see that video. Where's my phone? I wish I can, if I had known. In Mbise, people are running helter-skelter. People are running helter-skelter. In Mbise, Obowo, a place called Obowo. People are sending me a lot of videos. Unfortunately, I'm not able to showcase everything. A place called Obowo. In a, I don't know that if that Obowo is close to, is in our zone or Kigwe zone, but it's close to Mbise, according to them. Fulani herdsmen terrorists have their root there. How they penetrate, how they move. Nimofia. Chasing our people from their farmlands. Our women and children can no longer go to the farm. There is no Ebubagu there. Achọrọ nka ndị Okigwe na-ege ntị. Ndị Izuogo ọnọkwa here. Ndị Igbo na everywhere na anọkwa here. The same thing, I will come to Anambra later. Because the same thing is going on in Anambra State as I'm talking to you. There is no what? There is no Ebubagu in our zone. Whereas Fulani has taken over. The three places I mentioned now are in control of Fulani. If you know that you are from Obowo, I want to see your comment in the comment section, especially if you are in the east. If you know you are from Mbise, a place called Ahiara. Ahiara, is it Ahiara Junction or Ahiara Mbise? If you are from that axis, I want to see your comment. confirming what I'm talking now. If you are from a place called, what's the name of that first one that I mentioned? What's the name of that first one that I mentioned? The first one that I mentioned around that Owerri zone. What's the name of that one? The first one that I mentioned before I mentioned Dobo and Dimbi. There's the other one that I mentioned around that Owerri zone. If you are from there, I want to see your comment in the comment section. Fulani has taken over those forests. And guess what? There is no Ebubagu there. Not even one Ebubagu is not there. So the question is, why is somebody say yes, you are right? Peace man say yes, you are right. Thank you for confirming. Why is Ebubagu in Okigwe where there is no Fulani herdsmen? Somebody say what you are saying is true. Innocent Harp, thank you. The question is, why is Ebubagu Ngopala? Thank you, Money Bank. God bless you, Ngopala. All the forests around that axis are over, completely gone. Thank you, White Throne TV. Ngopala. Go and check anybody you know. Anybody you know from Owerri zone, call them, put them on call, especially those places that I mentioned. Call them, they will give you information. So my question is very simple. Why is there no Ebubagu? Why is there no any Ebubagu member, or why are there not Ebubagu groups in our zone where you don't have Biafra Liberation Army situated, but Fulanis are there committing havoc, stopping our women and children from going to the farms? Why there is no Ebubagu there? I want people to listen and listen very, very attentively, especially in the Igbo, or those from especially Ebon Akpoto now, because they want to honor life gentle. Gentle is their problem. They want gentle destroyed in Ketankechi. So on Akpoto na Okigwe, around this Zog to be precise. Ask them, why is no Ebubagu in Owerri zone where Fulani? As I'm talking, I'm searching for that video. I hope that I find it. Jukene no hope Uzodema and this idiot called this idiot that called himself Ebeku Edike Kosino Ebeku Egini. Jukene neya, why your security is nowhere seen in Owerri? Or that's why there are no criminals in Owerri. Oh, there are no criminals in Owerri. Seriously. Or if you na-eme ka anyị mata nke ikpeazụ a, na-enwero criminals in Owerri, where Fulanis have taken over the entire forest. May God help me to see that video. So the simple question that I'm asking our people is, how comes it is only where the Biafra Liberation Army are situated you have Ebubagu? Ebubagu, although there are a lot of Northerners in Ebubagu, but Ebubagu is led by Ndi Ibobani. Only where you have Biafra Liberation Army. And what is the job of Biafra Liberation Army? To protect our land from the foreign invaders, from this same Fulani that is nowhere near. You can't find Fulani anywhere in Arondizog. In Arondizog, there is no Fulani. We all know those who are who are causing Nigeria who are making Nigeria ungovernable today. The whole world is aware. It is Fulani herdsmen, Fulani under Mieti. Whether you want to call it Boko Haram, they are Fulani, Mieti, under Mieti. Whether you want to call it Al-Qaeda in Maghreb, they are under Mieti, Fulani. Whether you want to call it ISIS in West Africa, they are under Mieti, Fulani. You want to call it Zamfara bandit or whatever, they are under me. All the groups terrorizing Nigeria are all under Mieti. We know where they are. As I'm talking to you now, it is raining again in Benue State. Today, 3rd of August, 2025. This evening, it's raining in Benue. As I'm speaking to you now, it's raining there. I have the information with me. There's no Ebubagu. There's no vigilante there. Why must you have a Ebubagu where you don't have criminals? The only people you have there are those who say we are not going to allow our land to still remain under our oppressors. Those in the Jebu were to die in ECC must be Nigeria. I cook Abanyebe. I will play card Ghana, Rosika, I may protest Abanyebe. I want not Mazinam the Kano Pochie. Uno Mazi Simon Pochie. Onye kwuo okwu anwụrụ ịda na anwụrụ gị kpọchie ma ọ na-agbawurugo. Then men kazi obi, youths ụmụaka Igbo wee kazi obi wee sị na fama nkwe ka this nonsense continue. Fasibunye anya egbe na ya anọ ya bụ ọgụ. Chukwu mee ebere. I nwete nwe egbe. The same thing faji wee bịakwute anyị. I jizi the same thing wee na-enye ha ọsọ. Ndị Igbo wee nie obi wee ga join Ebubagu formed by the governors na-agara Fulani ozi. Enye ha ego ha na-eli wee na-agbazi ụmụazị Igbo ibefe egbe wee kpọfa afọ ọjọọ, kpọfa ndị ori, kpọfa ndị ama, kpọfa ndị ogbu mmadụ, kpọfa all sorts of evil names in this world just to be able to kill them. Just to do what? To unalive them. So ebe kuedike kesinogun bafaga. I don't even know where you reside. I don't know where you live. Mama onye ebe because gentlemen kaima na eboro onye aron di zog. How much did you collect? You called anyway, let's continue first because I have a lot to tell him. Let's continue.
Oh, then when one day zog chole bata na this platform now. Tinye ezigbote afa gị, tinye afa nna gị, tinye ebe begodo.
No Izuogu born. No Izuogu born should join any criminal gang in the name of security to fight Biafra Liberation Army. Ogu eji ofo ano ka ndị Igbo na ano. Ndị na ano ogu aji ofo jide ogu. You may think, don't be deceived. It is not security. It is not, I don't want to shout because of time. It is not security. Ebubagu is not security. Ebubagu has nothing to do with security. It is an ideology of the Fulani to give the Igbo youth gun to unalive themselves. It is an ideology of the Fulani. Ebubagu is not a security outfit. Bear it in mind. Ask yourself, why is there no Ebubagu in Owerri? Why is there no Ebubagu in Ngopala? Why is there no any Ebubagu in a place they call Mbise? Why is no Ebubagu in Obowo? Why should it be only in Olu and Okigwe you have Ebubagu because you have Biafra Liberation Army there? Why there's no Ebubagu in our zone? Ask yourself a simple question. Do you have any video? Okay, now let us even ask ourselves a very simple question. Very, very simple question. Since the formation of Ebubagu in 2021, listen and listen very, very attentively. We're asking ourselves, and I want answers in the comment section. Once you are listening to me, I want answers in the comment section. Since the formation of Ebubagu in 2021, have you seen any video, any news, be it audio or video, trending news that Ebubagu arrest or have gone duel with Fulani herdsmen terrorists in Igbo land, be it in Imo, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, or Delta? Not Delta, Abia. Because there's no Ebubagu in Delta. And there's no Ebubagu in Rivers. There was Ebubagu in Abia during the time of the former governor, Ekpa. I don't know now if they still have Ebubagu right now. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I believe they also have government vigilante groups. So, the question is this, at least, no matter what happened to Amoteku, let us use Amoteku as an example. When Amoteku was formed, they were armed to the teeth with AK. AK-47 was given to them by the Southwest governors because they knew that Fulanis that they are going to confront are coming to deal with them with AK-47 and other assault rifles. They knew. So they bought AK-47 rifles, chassis, and gave it to Amoteku. They used Osibanjo to stop them. The moment governors went to Abuja to visit Osibanjo, the so-called presidency, they came back and told Amoteku that they are not going to operate with AK-47. They collected all the AKs given to Amoteku and they gave them pump action. With that pump action, we have had so many news. Amoteku arrest Fulani bandits. Amoteku in a gun duel with Fulani herdsmen terrorists. Even as I'm talking to you now, today is Sunday. On Friday, there was what they called Amoteku Day. How many of you are aware? I didn't give that news because it's a shame to Igbo. It's a shame, a very big shame to all Igbo person. That's why I did not record the news. On Friday, did you hear any news? Are you aware that United Nations... Oh, yeah, I know how far. You see all this thing, all this nonsense we are doing, we are very far. On Friday, a whole United Nation made a day and named it Amoteku Day. United Nations commissioned a day on Friday and named it Amoteku Day to celebrate Amoteku's doggedness and resilience to combat criminality, and banditry in southwestern Nigeria. United Nations. Let me even see if I can see that news. I don't want you to distract me. Maybe later I will look for it. When people begin to make comments, I will look for that news. You can remind me in the comment section later. United Nations endorsed Amoteku and gave a date to celebrate Amoteku as Amoteku Day with the pump passion. We have had several news where Amoteku combated Fulani herdsmen terrorists. A lot of news. Sometimes they will arrest them and take them to police station. They will even, police will arrest the Amoteku corps and they release Fulani herdsmen. We have had a lot of news concerning this. We know. Now, I want to ask us again, as Amoteku is doing this with double barrel and pump action, have you had any news before that a Ebubagu that was formed just few months after Amoteku was formed, or less than 1 year Amoteku was formed? Have you seen any news before that Ebubagu confronted herdsmen? I am asking our people, is there any news whatsoever that Ebubagu in Gondwell, Ebubagu in Gondwell with Fulani herdsmen terrorists? Have you ever seen any news like that before? The answer is no. Please let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Any news like that? To me, as far as I'm concerned, the answer is no. So now Fulani left Olu zone for Biafra Liberation Army because they know they are there. Initially, they were operating in some part of Uguta and some part of Osun, the same Osun where our men are. But the place is not conducive for them. They have drifted from there to Owerri zone. They drifted from Okigwe. Are you aware that there is a place called Amawusa in Okigwe? Are you aware? Fulani own that land. They didn't buy it, or they did not buy it, but they own it. Amawusa in Okigwe. Fulani has drifted. They have left that land. Now they are operating in Owerri zone. All the places in Owerri, they are there. Ebubagu is not in Owerri zone. There is no Ebubagu where is Ekpa located? Ekpa, where is it located? Is it in Owerri or in Olu? Ekpa, is it in Owerri? Those of you from that side, Ekpa, is it from Olu or Owerri? There is no Ebubagu there. There is no Ebubagu in Obo. There is no Ebubagu in Ngopala. There is no Ebubagu in Kafan Kozam or before. What is the name? Mbise. No Ebubagu there. So why is Ebubagu only in Olu? It's a question that I'm asking our people. Kedu fine jebu onwani umu Igbo? Na-egburu Fulani umu Igbo. Why umu Igbo jebu Fulani umu Igbo? Because of ego. Because of it, I can't pretend no more. I can't pretend no more. No, I am tired of pretending. Why umu Igbo jebu umu Igbo ibe fa putere n'ogu nwere nwe maka ego in the name of Ebubagu, in the name of security? Which security are you securing? Which people are you securing? Ndị na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe agwalụ gị na fa pụtara igbu umu Igbo ibe fa. Do you have any history? Do you have any evidence known to man of Biafra Liberation Army unaliving their fellow Igbo people in Ali Igbo? Do you have any genuine and substantial evidence? Do you have any substantial evidence? Genuine evidence, not propaganda, where Biafra Liberation Army genuine evidence, not propaganda, or na social media. Do you have any evidence that BLA were attacking innocent Biafrans and unaliving them? Do you? Let us face the reality and face this truth once and for all, no matter how bitter it is. Let us face it. Any evidence of any attack linked to men of Biafra Liberation Army, be it kidnapping, be it unaliving people, be it stealing or robbery, do you have any substantial evidence? Forget propaganda, police propaganda, forget it. Forget political propaganda, forget it. Throw it in the bin. Give us any genuine and substantial evidence of Biafra Liberation Army attacking Igbo. Give it to us. The answer is none. There is not any. Because ndị niile na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe bụ ndị maazị ndị anụ na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe bụ ndị maazị Nnamdi Kanu made a call for people to come and defend their land. They all came. Gentle was a Nigerian soldier. In case you don't know, Gentle was a soldier in the military, in Nigerian military. He had a call and he said, no, I have to go and defend my land. He resigned and he quit from army and joined ESN under DOS. The Sentinel, many of them, not an army, not an army before, many of them. Any, apart from Omaka, no under all our commanders, any top member in the Biafra Liberation Army that you have today that did not come from ESN. All of them came from ESN. Butuza was there with Ikonso. Oh yes, Butuza was there with Ikonso. Oh Namaro. Obido to Opotaro today. Opotaro today. China Sangoru, were you not working with Butuza? Was Igwe Butuzo, was he not under your command? China Sanworu, I'm asking you. Butuzo in Akpafa today, up and down, Burian, even Ibukuru Rumo, last 2 months, is no Nabawugaya. Eputana radio Biafra, main announcement, Nabawugi Igwe Butuzo, of generation Kaya Bawu. Generation go Kaya Bawu, China Sanworu. Was he not your boy under your command? Kezi nke buzi onye sizi na ochozi kago na ya ruo na egbu onye na gini mere ndị Igbo. Gini mere ndị Igbo. Ke nke buzi onye si na no, I don't want to be with you again. I don't want to work with you again. Eta ya onye ori gbuo ya chụọ ya ka egbue. Onye kwuo si I don't want to work with you, just like Ife Famelo Biafra Unite in Cape Azua. Because I did not follow Ngozi Odabeze, Fedelu Chinago, rest in peace. I put on a video on a broadcast that Biafra Unite, you must fall. Iadare, fane kuya obuloku, ana jubilate na congratulate fa. Ndi na-ege ha ntị na say ride on. Because onwere ife iji n'aka ị nwere ike isi no ife mmelo gị. Onwere anything ị nwere ike ịpụtasị na ezuru ngori ma ọ na mgburu nwanne gị ma ọ na mmelo nka eme onye mbụ ifugo m before in real life. Ifunibo m before mụ na go nwego any conversation duwa onwere ife mmelo go. The problem do kwa na nsi na mụ na madam ga ama nrụkọ. Because I know the template. I have the template. And once you go against the template, then I won't work with you. Because that is not Biafra anymore. It's no longer Biafra. Edamiro, Edamasi. Isine ebumu, epota rest in peace. Na chom ki ibuo, na etu na social media, na onya ya adare. Onwe ife mmelogo. Okwa mmadu ibe ka mbụ, okwa nwa Igbo, nwa afọ Igbo ka mbụ. Onwere ife ọjọọ mmelogo. Must I work with you? What is wrong with our people? What is wrong with ndị Igbo? Onye si na gị na ya ma nrụ ịchụ ya ka egbuo. Chinasa Nworu na ndị DOS. Keduzi ọgụ nwe ka ụdị ọgụ nwere onwe anyị na ụnụ na anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo na anụ bụ na onye si na ọchọ ka gị na arụkọ isi na egbu ya ịchụ ya gbuo. Unu ji wee gbu my brother. O nwere ife kedu ife wow. Wow.
ọwụ na ịchọ itinye bebegodo na enwere onye nwetụrụ ọsụ enwere ebe ị ga-etinye tinye afa ezo na-ezo ihe awụzi ya nidizi ka onye ọna don't hide where you came from, don't hide where you came from. ịghọtago this is last battle ka a na-abata, and this last battle is between autopilot liberation terrorists gentle the yahoo ka gbara ọsọ ọ gbara ọsọ gbana ụmụaka ọ gbara ọsọ gbana ụmụaka na the last fight ya na men nwere encounter.
You see, na gentle gbara ọsọ gbana so ebe ọ kpọrọ afọ nna amaro last fight ya la men nwere encounter. Jukene this idiot na-ekwu okwu, who are these men? Jukene oluku na-ekwu okwu, who are these men? Onye na-ekwu okwu akpọrọ onwe ya Ebekwe Dike, ọkwa ndị otu Chinasa Nworuo, ọkwa ndị otu DOS. Ọkwa ịnụ ka ọ kpọrọ na ndị autopilot Simon Ekpa. Ọkwa ịnụ ka o kwuru ya. Jukene ya si ya, who are these men? Very simple question. The idiot na-ekwu okwu na condemn gentle n'oge erughị eru, ọ na condemn ya. Ọkwa onye otu DOS, ndị otu Chinasa Nworu. Jukene ya si ya, who are the men ọ na-ekwu maka ya? Ole ndị bụ these men? Ụmụnne m, the men ọ na-ekwu maka ya bụkwa ndị Ebubagu. Ọkwa ndị Ebubagu. Ndị Ebubagu nọ n'Ọkigwe simply because na Biafra Liberation Army nọ there. Ha ga there na-agba ha egbe. While the real people na-kidnap ndị be anyị, na-egbu ndị be anyị, na-analụfe ọlụfe ebe ha na-aga ọrụ, agadi ga-agbuo ha, dine ndị agha edina n'ike, ma ụmụ agadi nwaanyị edina ha n'ike, ma ụmụaka ka na-etonite ụmụaka 5 years 8 years solo mma aga ọrụ edina ha n'ike. Ọ nọkwa n'Owerri, ọ nọkwa n'Obowo, ọ nọkwa na Mbaise, ọ na-emekwa na Ngọkpala. Enwere Ebubagu there. There is no any Ebubagu there. The only place ị nwere Ebubagu na the entire Imo State bụ n'Ọlụ and Ọkigwe. Onwekwa ka esi nwee Biafra Liberation Army n'Owerri kịta. Ebubagu ala n'Owerri. Afọmkwa Ebubagu n'Owerri. So o dolo anya na ndị a na-afọmụrụ Ebubagu by Igbo governors bụ ndị na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe, na ọ bụrụ maka criminals, ọ bụrụ maka real kidnappers, ọ bụrụ maka real thieves, ọ bụrụ maka Fulani herdsmen na-eme communities invade. It is not for them because we have no any trace, no news whatsoever Ebubagu confronting Fulani herdsmen terrorists. Or ona na-agwa anyị na enwe ozi Fulani herdsmen na Igbo. Unu ọ na-agwa anyị kịta na enwe ozi Fulani herdsmen nọ n'ala Igbo? Ifunu na-achọ ịgwa anyị na enwezi, ọ ka mma na unu pụta kwuo ya na enwe ozi Fulani herdsmen nọ n'ala Igbo. Ka anyị malụ. When somebody make a comment here. Imagine the kind of comment people may make. When the reality is staring at you, yet you turn blind eyes. I can't help you. Look at comment somebody make, Rossi. Let me just read it. Let me just read it. Because this has to do with Mazi Simon, but not for me. Not for me at all. Somebody said, if you don't want to work together with USB, why do you call unity? Since you don't want to work with USB government. He said, he or she said, I don't know if you do reason well. You see? The issue there is that I can't remove your brain as I can see you have a foul brain, so I can't help you to remove that your brain to replace it with human brain. I can't help you. The problem some of you have is that you still have, those of you from DOS, you still have that mentality that if you don't work with me, then you are a goner. That is your problem. And those of you who are doing this, get ready. People should get ready. They will fight Simon Ekpa very soon. Very, very soon, they will fight him. Very, very, now, Mark Ayofuebe, very, very soon, they will fight Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. Mark is on Woruo, by the special grace of God, our PM will come out very soon. Very soon he will come out. Mark this word one place. They will fight Simon Ekpa. Those people who are fighting me, they will fight my Simon Ekpa and Joko. I'm telling you. You know why? You know why they will fight him? They will fight him because Otu Inenemanya Muabu Ordinanwa from Biafra Unite. Since Injue joined this very struggle, I have no any other interest from or to get or to be paid or to be known by any human being or a group of people so that they can employ me or for me to work for them. No. Or for them to, or for me to be paid. No. You understand? Never. When you talk about people with clean heart in the struggle, when you talk about people with clean heart, I know me can't but the reality. Chukwu okike abịa ama bi n'eluigwe gelu m ntị. When you talk about ndị aka fa dị ọcha na-achọrọ anything pakasị m ma ọ bụrụ nwere onwe. Onwe few people bụ egosi ya. Very, very, very few people bụ egosi ego Biafra Unite. I'm telling you the truth. You may not like it. You may not believe it, but it's okay. I can never force you to believe it. And not only that, now I'm on the way to freedom because I work very closely with Simon Ekpa. I know the way to I know that template I know it. That's why when you go against that template, I can't be with you. It is impossible. Onye draw hana Biafra Unite email nkamen cause Igbo sabotua. What did Biafra Unite do? I say an ogro chatter. He went in a zero to brain haha. Mbupte African chatter go ya now. Ana agurumaka ride on Mars. Ana agurumaka ride on Mars. Ride on Mars. But he goes their own chatter. A buggy. Now I don't know. Among these people, I don't know where you went. I don't know where you went to your own school. I'm able to go your own school. Ngo Unite UN Charter na kwaka. Biafra Unite right. You know for their clap emoji on our enu na comment section because in kawa favor you see the onwere okwu PM kwuru. Okwu our PM kwuru. Mangwa ge oge okwuru ya. Whether more recent or before. Morosi na otu anyị si fight onwe anyị. This is the word of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. I swear. Or say no twice ya fight onwe anyị ebe anyị na-enwerebeghị onwe anyị. Ebe, mark that word, mark ya ofu ebe anyị na-enwetebeghị onwe anyị. Na what of ọ bụ na anyị nwere onwe anyị, kedụzi otu anyị esi eme? Ụmụ Igbo, okwu a dị heavy. Okwu a dị heavy. You cannot respect your own law, but you want to respect other people's law? Are you insane? You must be crazy. The way now, can't you know why ajụjụ? A simple question to us. We are fighting ourselves, dragging for power. Otu anyị anyị nwere onwe anyị ọ na-egekwa ntị, unless you want to continue to deceive yourself. And those of you deceiving yourselves, you are in abroad, or you can say no na Igbo, na Biafra land, I need build our nation. So you can go ahead as much as you can deceive yourself. It's none of my business. I can't help your brain. I can't help your brain at all. So, na-azụ onye ya achị na group of people who are fighting for freedom, who has not gotten their nation. Their land is still under the control of Fulani. Their land. Tell yourself the truth, not social media propaganda. Not that one. Tell yourself the truth. Ezioku Chineke. Your land, listen, the declaration we did in Finland was to send a message to the world that we want our own freedom. It is a message. We want to be free. We are no longer interested in Nigeria. Independence declaration does not give you automatic freedom. It's not an automatic freedom. That is the reality. We can go ahead and say we are free, we are this and that, we're this and that on social media, but the reality remains that our land is still under Nigeria. If you want to tell yourself the truth, you tell yourself the truth. If you don't want to hear the truth, you go and sleep with your lies and deceit. You understand? So the truth of the matter is, when we declared independence, it does not make us automatically free from Nigeria. We are still under Nigeria until we chase away the Nigerian occupiers from our land. That there is no more occupiers. Nigerian people occupying our land, Nigerian armed forces and Nigerian flag flying all over Biafra land. When there is no more anything like that, that our flag is everywhere flying freely, without anybody removing it, without anybody unaliving those who are hanging those flags. When we now have our own national government in our land, our federal government is located in Biafra, then we now have our own table in the United Nations. We now have our own table in the United Nations. Then we know now we have a government, we have a nation that we can call our own, a free and independent country. That we can use our international passport, Biafra international passport, to fly all over the world. Then we have a nation. So these are the things that we want, that made us to declare our freedom, our independence, now fighting for it to gain ground that other countries may recognize us. If you don't fight for it, nobody will recognize you. It's not about carrying file, going to ministers of other countries, begging them for whatsoever God knows, whatever you are begging them for. That does not give you freedom. You declare it, you fight for it. When you gain it, you must first of all gain it yourself. Then the international communities will begin to recognize it. If you don't get it, that's why you see that man called Kerafaya. What's the name of that man? Ogen Kere na use. Care for that man. What's the name of this guy working for Moran Global? That guy. What's the name of that white guy that works with Moran Global? That guy that works with Moran Global, the lobbyist. Can somebody remind me his name? That's why whatever he does in Ekpa as well, I shake my head. Whatever he does with Ogen, Elias, whatever he does, thank you, there's Israel. Whatever he does with Ogen Krena, I shake my head. Because this same guy, Elias, when he was truthful, told us that U.S. congressmen that he has spoken to one-on-one has told him that they can't do anything for us. That the only time they will begin to talk about Biafra, begin to do something about Biafra, is when they see that we are in control of at least 80% of our land. 80% of our land. That is when US will come in. He said it. Do you think I will come here to lie to Biafrans? Seriously. Umu Igbo. I can't do that. I can't deceive you. I've suffered a lot in this very struggle. I can't come here now and start deceiving you. Elias told the Biafra government, Brigi, in a meeting, that American senators, until I be not control. 80, according very clear, 80% of our land. If America got through our then lobbyists. So anybody deceiving you now, they are going to America, they are going to meet Donald Trump, they are meeting US Congress, they are meeting this and that. These are all, that's why it doesn't move me. All those propaganda, no, they move me. And thank God, Nama Azez go for Z. Kose ifunu neme. Kose ifunu neme. What's come to us? Make no peace. Can we one house for us to move mountain? Kose no ifunu neme. Can we one house? All those names on our concord ne Ebubagu is not going to give us freedom. It's not going to help us. Ndirona is gaining ground. You all have seen how our men are being threatened. The enemies are gaining ground because we are completely gone. We are divided. We are gone. We are gone. Our commanders are under threat. Their lives are under threat. Because the house is divided. It's not going to help. It will never help. I'm telling you. It will never help.
From Anambra State, from Anambra State. These people, according to my investigation, from Anambra State, how recruit for innocent people. Neither we live in Alon this work or they live for us. ofuke jeme na ndị Izọg this time around. Onye makwa na iwu nwa Abakaliki nọ ndị Izọg nọ ndị ịmakwa na iwu nwa Abakaliki nọ ndị Izọg anyị ma ndị Abakaliki anyị ji list ha dugoro good nọ ndị Izọg. That ịma na iwu nwa Abakaliki nọ ndị Izọg park ya property magụ ma family gị hapụ ndị Izọg now you will go down. It's a plummet, it's not a threat. Ịma na iwu nwa Abakaliki nọ ndị Izọg hapụ ndị Izọg. Ịma na iwu nwa Abakaliki nọ bi nọ Ọkigwe ọ ka gụ ma na ịhapụrụ Ọkigwe pụọ now. Only ịma iwu nwa Abakaliki na Ọkigwe magụ ma family gị ọ ka gụ ma na ịhapụrụ Abakaliki pụọ na achọzi ihe unu. Asụkwa na ebe ka odika gwa gị ahụ. Asụkwa na ebe ka odika gwa gị ya. Ịma na iwu nwa Abakaliki nọ ndị Izọg na iwu nwa Abakaliki nọ Ọkigwe na ibi Ọkigwe Ihube ịkpọọla anywhere anyị na-alọ ndị Izọg anywhere anyị those area mkpọrọ aha now ọ ka gụ ma na ịhapụrụ ndị Izọg magụ ma family gị hapụ ndị Izọg evacuate ya na wabe nna gị now and achọzi ihe achọzi ihe unu na ndị Izọg Ọkigwe Ihube ịkpọọla. You understand now? Achọzi
ọkụnụ na n'ife this criminal na-ekwu. Una na n'ife ọ na-ekwu biko let me know in the comment section if you can hear him. If you can hear this criminal called himself Ebeku Edike, let me know in the comment section, please. Very, very important. Now, I want to use this opportunity to tell all the people from Abakaliki in Arondi Zog or Okigwe in general that the man in question that called himself Ebeku Edike does not in any way represent the people of Arondi Zog. Based on the information, he's not even from Arondi Zog. He is not from Arondi Zog. He's just there because he was paid by Hope Uzodimma. By Hope Uzodimma to bring and equip Ebubagu in Arondi Zog. He does not in any way represent the people of Arondi Zog. The reason why he's mentioning Abakaliki is because of his hatred of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Simple. Because when you find the Abakaliki melundi Arondi Zog. Where anything whatsoever, ndị Abakaliki mere Arondi Zog. Ebeku Edike ka kpọrọ onwe gị gịnị? Ị bụ onye Arondi Zog. Igbo ọbụkwa ofu ka ịbụ. When did you divide Igbo? When did you begin to tell ndị Abakaliki kwara ibu ha na-abọzi ndị Igbo? So ọ bụ na achụọ ndị Igbo ọsọ na Lagos, demolish ụlọ ndị Igbo, mebie afịa ndị Igbo, achụọ ndị Igbo ọsọ n'ugwu Awụsa, gbuo ndị egburegbu, ndị gbara ọsọ gbaa ọsọ, ị bịakwa na ani Igbo mụrụ nze mụọ ọzọ wee sịkwa ndị Igbo ibe gị gbara kwapụ n'ebe fabi na-agba mbọ ka nwee ka na-agbara onwe fa mbọ ịpụtasị akwapụ de na akwara na because of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa oriri nke edewelu gị. So ife niile unu na DOS lụrụ ọ dị ka ego nke ahụ enyere unu mgbe gboo emega spy ewetego new ego na new money, new cash. Anwagokwe voice again. That you have the audacity, you have the impetus, you have the alacrity to make a voice note threatening ndị Igbo si Abakaliki wee bịa na Ọkigwe na-arọ ndị Izọgụ to earn a living. So ego a enyelu ga achabago ga anya to the extent bụ na threat zi ụmụ Igbo bi na Ọkigwe because of the hatred you have on Simon Ekpa and the money given to you by Hope Uzodimma to bring Ebubagu, to form, to create, to reinforce, not even to create because they have already brought Ebubagu, but to reinforce Ebubagu by recruiting the locals. By recruiting the locals into the already existing Ebubagu in Arondi Zog. My people, ask yourself, why is Ebubagu existing only in Olu and Okigwe in the entire Imo state? Why is there no any Ebubagu in our zone? Whereas Fulani is wreaking havoc. Let me play the voice note while I look for that video. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. Let me continue with the voice note. But remember that the voice of this criminal you are hearing does not in any way represent the people of Arondi Zog. If you are from Abakaliki living in Okigwe as a whole, wherever you are living in Old Imo State, as long as you are innocent, as long as you are not a bad person, as long as you are not committing any crime, you are highly welcome. In not only in Imo, all over Igbo nation, wherever you find yourself, not only for Abakaliki people, any Igbo man that travel from your homeland to another part of Igbo nation, Igbo land, so long as you are not a bad person, you are not committing crime, you are highly welcome. Nobody has any right whatsoever to evict you from that land. Nobody. Uyo go to the over the Uyo muna. Uyo munago. Uyo munago. Okwo track and over the oh yes, Uyo munago. Anybody well right whatsoever to evict you. So long as you are not committing any crime, if you're a tenant, you are paying your house rent, nobody has right to evict you. So we have to say that very, very clear, because what Fulani want to do in Igbo land, if a Fulani Chorima accomplish in Igbo land, it's not an easy thing. No? These people want to erase us. They want to erase us completely. They want to obliterate us. I'm telling you. And if you keep quiet for people like this, they are willing tools. People like this and his criminal gang of DOS are willing tools. So we can't give them that opportunity.
And the man want this dog need to willing to put on this fight. Because as na okay,
if you know you are from Izog or Kigwe, I want to tell you that there is no fight. There is no any fight whatsoever. This evil man, this criminal that claimed to be whatever name he called himself, is not calling you for security purposes. Ask him before he will ask you for recruitment. Ask him how much did Hope Uzodimma give him. Ask him there are two politicians. Their names have been mentioned in several locations in Okigwe, in Arondi Zog. Ask this so-called Ebekwe, how much did he collect from them? there is no any security threat against the innocent citizens in Okigwe, apart from the threat coming from Nigerian security agencies such as DSS and the Ebubagu, including Nigerian Army. So the massacre you see that took place just a couple of days ago, that official number was given of 9 people that were unalived in Arondi Zog, was done to provoke the people. How could you unalive innocent people just to provoke them, just to provoke the living ones against the people fighting for freedom? When did we reach here? Akamadokwayo nwanne na-egbuzi nwanne ya nke ikpeazụ a, aka m ọkpa m adịrọkwa ya. Chukwu okike abịa ma bi n'eluigwe gelu, God forbid. Aka m ọkpa m adịrọ ya. I wash my hands off. I've never tried before. I've never since my life been in a midst of people where they are discussing how they want to go and unalive any human being, be it a good person or bad person. I've never, God forbid, I've never been in a midst of people where they are discussing, not even to do, but to discuss. Mụnwa nọrọ n'etiti ndị a na-akpa ya bụ nkata. Chukwu okike abịa ma bi n'eluigwe ekwekwa na ife ọjọọ. Ana Igbo jụkwara ajụ. Ana Igbo jụrụ ajụ, God forbid. Na mụnwa ya na-akpa nkata na achọrọ ịga gbuo mmadụ nọrọ di ya. Anụbọdị m na ntị before. I've never be in a midst of people where they are discussing how to go and kill person. God forbid. I can never be there. The truth of the matter bụ na emit bomb such situation before. Ma afọzikwe na nnụsịrị ka nọrọkwa na-ege na-aga. No, emit bomb that situation. As a matter of fact, anyway, let me remain the other one because I believe. I've never met such situation, and I don't pray to meet such situation because I've never met such situation in my life. So nke bazua oburokwa ifunu na-eme kita aburokwa ife kpalụ na mbido. It is not what we agreed from beginning. This is not what we agreed from beginning. Nice na anụ ọgụ nwere onwe wee na-egbuzi onwe anyị. And remember, na a na-egbu onwe anyị a na-ekwu maka ya bụrụkwa na ndị na-asụ Igbo na so na ndị ugwu bịara igbu anyị na-egbu anyị. Oburokwa ife a na-ekwu maka ya, because if you make yourself an enemy, if you work with an enemy against your own people, you have automatically become an enemy. If you work with an enemy against your own people, you have automatically become an enemy. Everybody must know that. If you're a Nigerian soldier from Igbo extraction and they sent you to the east to come and kill innocent Igbo people because they said they want to be Biafrans, they don't want to be Nigeria again, they want to be Biafra, and then you are unaliving them because you are wearing Nigerian military uniform, then you are an enemy. If the Biafra Liberation Army catch you in the crossfire, then nobody will care about your language. You are an enemy. But no brozi na mụ na gụ na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe. Isi na ị na-serve I believe na DOS. Mụ a believe na autopilot and Simon Ekpa. Isi jide m ka egbue. Wale ịmakwa, ịdị sure n'obi gị na nwere ife ọjọọ mmelụ gị. The difference no there bụ na nse ekwetezi m n'ife ị na-ekwu. I want to continue with the ideology of freedom fighting. But you want to deviate from that same ideology that we all had in the first place. And now you said you want to bring, or you are bringing in an ideology of dancing to the tune of the politicians in order to do it through political means. I say, no, that is not our template in the first place. Why deviating? Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if we do that, Biafra will not come. Kuchu no dia na mbido, kono mali fai na aya. Kono malu fai na aya. So bikono. Acholum ke everybody when idea of the problem we are passing through. It is not what we discussed in the first place. So if you are from Arondi Zogo, or Kigwe as a whole, or even Olu, or some part like in Anambra State. Anyway, actually, maybe I did a letter. Can I finish? You got the new beyond Ibel.
Need willing to put on this fight. Put on this fight. You can have some ordinary autopilot. Money no has sended no within the other because now have way have put on a Ben Nago. Now what was in the mother.
You see, this is the propaganda that I've been talking about. All the propaganda came out FIFA now. Batalun juwe say. I asked a question. Can you give us a genuine and substantial evidence of the Biafra Liberation Army, not propaganda, because there are a lot of narratives on the social media against the Biafra Liberation Army and those they called IPOB ESN. There are a lot of propaganda out there carried out by Nigerian police and DSS, including the military, and the Igbo politicians, the likes of governors, Soludo and Hope Uzodinma, with their predecessors, the likes of Devumahi, the likes of Okezi Bazo, the likes of Willie Obiano. The narrative that they sold in the first place, which Soludo and Hope Uzodinma are maintaining today. Apart from those propaganda, can any individual give us a substantial evidence, genuine one, where the men of Biafra Liberation Army are unaliving innocent Biafrans? Let me tell you, my people, the men, this thing I want to say now, many of you are not aware of it. Do you know that the men of Biafra Liberation Army, BLA, are so down to earth, to the extent na etotopi ni mmado, one etotopi ni mmado were problem to them. Pini na enwe ife ji eme, etotopi ni mmado bụ nsogbu nyelofa. These people are so scared of evil to the core. If you don't know, you don't know. If you haven't spoken to any of them, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. They are so scared of evil, of committing evil to the core, because farmer no goana no bogeji of fano, and the more na so ajoife. I'm not telling you that someone told me, even if they sure, yeah. Oguana no bogwejo fuano. They are so scared. If ebendia nezi. If I not we, only if we not we. If ebendia nezi, in a melofebere. In a melofebere. Many of them now no go 1 year, 2 years. Ni mafia. Femi tibo one. Anezi. Many of them I no go 2 years. I'm out to panty wine adi. I'm on a cha white, I'm on a cha black. Many of them only farmanly. Only some food, some kind of thing when I go nearly farmanly. Only udoku farman kusef. Me afozi me John nwa afu Igbo. Me afozi Igbo yebu. Bo onyake ya di ocha. Onyake ya di ocha. Do you know the reason why the likes of Gentle are still alive? The likes of Gentle, the likes of Igwe Butuzo. Do you know why they are still alive? Why the enemies know where they are, but even though they try to penetrate, they can't get them. Do you know why? Why? Because these are people who know very well, no guana no bogejo fano. And they want may fegala against the spirit of the land. Iman kegagana. You die. You will die. If you commit evil, you die. Ogwana no bogejo fano. Onwe reason some of these people kajiden the road today. Obo by ogwagwarago, obo by naesika. Gentle is not the strongest man on earth. He's not the strongest man in Igbo land. Mano do to na fagotalo. No gejo fano, so na hakwese the clan. They know the rules and regulations. Thank you. Chidubeme. Do you know why Mazinam Dekano is still alive? No matter everything they did to him, including eating early fekoli. Do you know why? If Kolomazinam Dekano na Kenya, or they catch up Nambidi Boya Nigeria. Do you know why? Because they know the rules and regulations. Farmer no grade your farm. Ema the reason why Nkajukwaburu Ikukuro today. Ema nkwe kita ndi wene wewe. Or they can make one, but I'm telling you the truth. Ema the reason why Njikaburu Ikukuro today. Because Dolomanya, I know the rules and regulations. Dolomanya no bogwejo fano. Nobody pays me. I'm any idiot yakumugo this freedom. They're never born and well. Who is making them out if not me? Kedonye netu dionum neto. No, amu bogi isinogu akumugo. Propaganda Nelly na akwụghị Nelly zori a laptop nka. Nelly do not know nothing about me. Since mụ Nelly ji wee mmalụ na nwere onwe a oge ọ nọ na nwere onwe a mụ na ihe kwuru for 1 day concerning finance. I did not speak to Nelly for 1 single day about finance. Nelly does not know any information about me. We used to talk on telephone back then, but we never for 1 day discussed about finance. I don't know anything about finance. Nelly did not send me a dime, 1 kobo. At least even though no was in a freedom, even though no was in a struggle, she never sent me a dime for 1 single day, whether directly or indirectly. Never. Chukwu okike abịama bi n'eluigwe gelu. Never for one single day. She never did. Because I didn't speak anything like that to her. I never had such discussion with her. Whether to help me or to do anything as long as find money is concerned. Never. She never bought me anything for one single day until upon a struggle. Oh, we go some few people help promo or financial issues. I ran to them. I asked for their numbers. I called them myself and asked them for help. I have to find a solution through POS to get financial assistance from them. Oh, nobody has my bank account. I don't even do banking thing. Ajere can be my witness, even though now no Colomono sometime in the past. He's the one who used to receive my YouTube, any money YouTube on internet back in the days. So when anything bank, I had them very far away from me. So you can't say now, come let me just send him something, to support him or to appreciate him. Nobody sent me nothing. Because if you know you have sent me without our discussion, without I challenge you. I challenge you. Webted the evidence. He send him something without normal a for it. If I did not ask you for it, we put evidence. He goes in. He send the golem something before. Also, ₦1. He send the golem something without more. It will go yogi for a help. We put the evidence. I challenge you to bring the evidence. I challenge whether my mona God just mekaniki to shame me, to push shame in my on my face. Bring evidence now. You used to, even though not once. Me send the Golu Biafra Unite something to support him without him asking. Apart from super chat. Apart from super chat, bono na YouTube kone. Kukene pota kuona ina go on your own forward or something to account to Biafra Unite. You will take an account like iPhone or Biafra Unite. That is who I am. And that's why I remain in the struggle till today, and I'll still remain till Biafra comes. Nobody will do anything to me because I come the Ocha. Yes. If you go why Simon Ekpa na struggle till today after every battle, Anusolia. Because some are not gauge your fano. And I will tell you for free, all through the years since 2021, I ain't do from this autopilot road today. Simon Ekpa has never for one day control finance. Forget all the Asregianako, all these ones. Simon Ekpa has never for one day, one single day, even a second, control finance. Under autopilot, when Nelly them were here, all the finance, all the contributions were going into the account controlled by Nelly. Simon has never for one day, 1 second, control finance in this struggle. Till today, Mona gonna now. After Canele Pro, can't rate the other one alpha. Let me not call the other one for security reasons. But after Kaform was the government, Odolo na anya na onye na control ego bụ oge nkere. I am a finance minister. So that one another is it's not hidden. Simon Ekpa has never for one single second be in control of finance in this very struggle. No one, not whatsoever. Not even for 1 second. You got to go? That is what we are talking about. Ogwejo Fano. There were many people who have lasted in this very struggle till today. apart from the eji asịrị wee kụpụ, onwe many people eji asịrị wee kụpụ. Akafa dịkwa ọcha, mana eji asịrị wee kụgide asịrị kụgide akụpụ fa na asịrị. They were many, especially ndị ochie. Ọ bụrụ na fa lili mperi, ọ bụrụ na fa bụ ajọ mmadụ, ọ bụrụ na fa gwuru wayo, ọ bụkwa na fa bụ sabotua, mana eji asịrị. Ọkwa ndị anọ kịta jikwa asịrị wee kụpụ fa na this very struggle. If I begin to mention them, there are many. There are plenty of them. The likes of Madam Erewa, Asikeji were Asirikeji Kupiana struggle. Madam Azoka Basirikeji Kupiana struggle. Okukwalo duzu nke ya, ono ya agbali ọkụ. Even when some people say no camouflage. Agbari ono ya ọkụ. Asirikeji Kupiana struggle. Shine baby, Asirika kude Kupiana struggle. Well, if many people. There are many. Kugide couple fan struggle. Especially in the Ochie na this very struggle. Asrikeji couple fan. Obu no we much hamelo. Mona hali ego no. Somebody said, but Ajere has apologized. Why are you still saying so? When you think about Ajere now? When you think about Ajere? When you think about Ajere now, why are you making it a case? Why are you making a case out of it? So, many people prone at this very struggle without committing a crime, without sabotaging the struggle. Even more, I must about me. Aparawa Sonny, God draw Aparawa Sonny, God draw Kadafaya, God draw 555 vision. God draw will go 247. God draw Gaddafi of Idu. Go and ask them. As Rinde Ajirin core na this very struggle. Obu na mazi Simon Amaro Nyembo, he would have announced, Okarima announcement about Biafra Unite. Monoduto, he knows me. He knows what I can do. He believes in me. Oburo Anume son, he believes in me. That's Ako Chakwa Asrini Naya Ako Bachie Fankit. Go and ask them. They know what they did with my name. But they failed. They all failed. You couldn't work for them. So Gejo Fano Budi Buisi Sapunti Abado here. That's why many people are still today breathing in this very struggle. Many of our commanders, like Gentle, the one you know, they understand the rules and regulations. Yotago? That is the reality. Let's continue.
No, make kidnapping.
Andy, when I said I challenge anybody, when I said I challenge anybody who will come out and say without me asking for it, I've been very serious about it. It's not a joke. Because I have all the records. Very few, not everybody, very, very few people who have assisted me financially in this very struggle. I am the one who called them, asked for their numbers from those that I think they have their numbers, those that I don't have their numbers. Very few people, not many. I am the one who communicated to them and requested, asked for a help. Because Amamoto were them back then. Ndị Igbo say ọkọkọwa anụ ọganụ kwuo isi mana ọkọwa mmadụ ọchọ mmadụ ibe ya. I am the one that requested for the assistance. And I got it. Because of my integrity. Because they believe that yes, even without me asking. I need it. But I asked, and it was one time. Oh, yes. It's not something that you just sit on your own. For what now? Also, #1 Nobody, this is how to send him money. I don't have it. Because I did not want to render myself useless in this very struggle. Never. No human being. I want to say it once again for the last time in this broadcast. No human being in this agitation, in this struggle, will come up today and say, I used to send him money. I used to send. Never. Nobody can do it. Because it's a lie. It's a typical lie. Automatically. Used to send who money? Who? Do you know any account that I called my name? There's nothing like that. Because I know some commanders, especially Engineer Hinze. Engineer Hinze go keju ebuwe ya. That woman that lives in America na akpo somebody onwubiko. Can somebody remind me his name? If Onwubiko sent money to Engineer Hinze through the account of Ebubagu and also case we eliminate Engineer Hinze. And this happened long time ago. So I know these tricks. Mad people everywhere.
ha na ọnọka iwe bule gbanye egbe na afọ onye ọkada anarị ọkada agbagbuo ya oke ha si na ha na-agba egbe nchaleji asị ha pụta n'ọka igwe na mmenụ na ka agba egbe face to face ha win ha take over ha gba ọsọ ya ha pụtazi ha ba were abalị pụta je gbagbusie ụmụ mmadụ.
You see?
Because iwekọ voice anyị ha ịmakwa iwu nwa onye
you see? Ha pụta n'abalị ewere bụ gbagbusie ndị mmadụ. Can you present? I have asked that question and I'm asking it again. Can you present any evidence substantially na ụmụ Igbo na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe in the name of Biafra Liberation Army na-apụ gagbawusie ụmụazị Igbo just like that? Do you know the grave atrocity? Do you know the level of atrocity? Do you know the consequences that follows it? No maki Igbo na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe na-agara all of a sudden faga tụtụrụ egbe na-agbawushi ụmụ Igbo for nothing. Do you know the consequences? Do you know what that means? Do you know if they try it na ekpochapufa overnight? Aya na ebe ha no chena the vigilant. Ama na ure ebrugofa. Enemies will invade them and wipe them off. O mere ụmụ Israel now. Ọnụ na amara no history of Bible before repeat itself nke ikpeazụ ana in our own eyes while we are watching. Ọnụ na amara na ọ bụ na ife melu na Bible emere ọzọ n'anya anyị na anya many people am believe no mere eme life. Una no know. Are you not aware? Na history of ụmụ Israel na ọ bụ na o mere n'anya anyị and many will not believe no mere eme. Many will think it's just a story written by a white man. Ịmakwa ife omenini ụmụ ajani ndị si na ha na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe agatụtụrụ egbe tọba tetetetete gbagbusie ụmụ Igbo free of charge without any reason. How do you which is it politically motivated? Kedu reason ị nwere ike inye na ụmụ Igbo pụtalụ volunteer onwe fafọ ịnụ ọgụ nwere onwe otu agent ụnọ na ịma na ezigbote nwa afọ ajani ọ bịa were egbe dinye ụmụaka ya si ga-agbawusiere ndị mmadụ n'ụdị gịnịzi ka ụdị society ọ gbara ife anwụ onye nyere ya ego mana ọ dị Fulani It is very easy for Fulanis in military uniform and those working with Ebubagu. It is it's as easy as ABCD for them to go and unalive Igbo youth, Igbo people in their villages, in order to, even without any motive, without any plan. It is easy for Fulani to go and unalive Igbo people in their villages. With a plan where there is motive to do so, whereby the motive is to go and unalive them. Can we get tag here? IPOB and ESN, Biafra Liberation Army. That is a very huge opportunity. In fact, the excuse is too large. It's enticing. That excuse is very, very enticing to Fulani. They can do it without any excuse. As you all know what is happening in Benue State, as you all know what is happening in other parts of the country, even here, even in our own land in Igbo, it's happening in our land. So it's easy for them to. Are you not aware of what is happening in a Hamufu? At least a physical example, or what is happening in some part of Anambra State, a physical example. So it is easy for Fulani to do so because it is in their blood, it's in their DNA. May I reserve an excuse? May I know I tag and IPOB, where I made it so that the community will hate them and support us, as in the Nigeria. It's very easy for Fulani to do so. But can I any reason? Nwafu Igbo pụtalụ na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe si na ọ chọrọ ịdị free from the zoo. Ye eji ebe na village na community gbawusie ụmụ Igbo ibe ya. Can I any reason? Can somebody give me reason? Why this idiot, this criminal na-akpọrọ si afọ ya bụ Ebubagu dike ya apụta here na-akụ inyo. Ọ na-eme expect na ndị mmadụ ya gee ntị.
Onye Abakaleke, n'isi Abakaleke, n'ibi alọ ndị Izọgụ, n'ibi Okigwe, n'ibi Ikpola, n'ibi Ihube. Just vacate with your family na alọ ndị Izọgụ now, because he ga eme encounter. Maguma ya generation, my family ụmụ ịmụ a man like ya. Askwa na agwa gị agwa o. Askwa na agwa gị ya, and onye Abakaleke bi na bie, nyagwa ya si na bie pụọ. Because I'm going to have a beggar. In fact, welcome now.
It's a lie. It's a lie. I challenge you, Ebubagu. You can't do it. You can't do it. Igbo is for all of us. Igbo is for all of us. You can't do it.
Now your community. Enough is enough. And for gentle Yahoo and the Jamaica, it do have to do in what do guys put at this one abia. Buta Yawa now. Buta Yawa, Kwado with Yawa. It can't continue to be killing innocent people in the name of your fighting for Biafra. Uno butchering the innocent people, then not the Fulani people. Fulani people are not in Okwe, and the Fulani people are not in Arondi Zog.
Oh, you see? Okwa bogo nwe yike. Okwa bogo nwe yike. Fulani people is not in Okigwe. Fulani people is not in Arondi Zogo. So what is Ebubagu doing in Arondi Zogo? Why are you forming security, so-called security, in Arondi Zogo? Okugonieno, okwa bogo nwe yike, omukuru. Okwa the so-called Ebubagu of DOS. Okwa ya kuru kita. Now, Fulani people is not or are not in Arondi Zog. So the question is, why then are you bringing Ebubagu in Arondi Zog? Why would you leave the places where Fulani people are located in Obo? Now we all have the video. Let's continue while I look for that video, by the way.
Fulani people are not in Ihube. Fulani people are not in Ebola. The people that are kidnapping people, harvesting organ, killing innocent people, taking ransom and kill them. Na snatching of cars. Na lemoto ndi mad, na bukasi moto ndi mad. Wumunga Simon Ekpa, ndoto pilot liberation terrorist.
You see? Odogu gani no ndo to DOS wifa. These are members of the DOS. And the reason why they're doing all these things is to provoke Finland. Because ndị Igbo si na abụ enye nwata aja afa. Enye nkịta ịchọ igbu nkịta ibu ụzọ nye ya aja afa. Fitipia ya. You see that? Tell me, kebe Simon Ekpa's name juwe bata na nonsense onye a na-akọ. Simon Ekpa no eji.
And the gentle
Eji. So why bringing his name? Because DOS has vowed to make sure they deal with Simon Ekpa. Because they want to deliver the job given to them by the Nigeria government through the Southeast politicians. They want to deliver. They really want to deliver. If not, can somebody tell me the reason why Simon Ekpa should be mentioned in this conversation while he's inside? The answer is no. The same boys, according to him, the same boys, Onekumakia or Simon Ekpa, Bolohoku for the first time. The answer is no. So why are you mentioning him? Because they want to accomplish the mission. Simon Ekpa has nothing to do with whatever that is going on today in the zoo. A lot of people are being unalive by the Fulani terrorists. Is this Simon Ekpa that is sending them? You say Fulanis are not in Ihube. They are not in Okigwe. They are not in Arondi Zog. So why are you forming a Ebubagu? You say Biafra Liberation Army is doing this and doing that. Do you have can you present any evidence apart from what you say? Can you present any evidence to prove that yes, whatever you claim is done by the Biafra Liberation Army? The answer is no. But you are forming a Ebubagu. You are funding a Ebubagu in a place where there are no criminals on behalf of Nigeria government. When somebody could open a Biafra, then I made DNA. I make DNA. If for that DNA, I made that DNA for sure. Because there are so many people who are speaking Igbo language today, even they speak local dialect, but they are truly not Igbos. They are not genuine Igbos. Some of them were born in Igbo land. We've made that program many years ago. The Sariki of Sariki Fulani in Owerri. Why these things happen in Imo State? Sariki Fulani in Owerri was seen speaking Igbo fluently. Even he was speaking Owerri dialect. Yet, he's a Fulani man. So there must be DNA. The likes of this idiot talking now, Ebeku Edike, the likes of China Sanworu, these people will, DNA tests will be carried out, although many of them will not even see DNA. Many of them will be straight to prison. Let's continue.
I challenge you. Mago, I don't worry, he got no dear. Mago manje make up. But I'm taking this thing now to the people of Ndin Joko. Only upon a beer. If even one Ndin Joko, need in a bag Ndin Joko now. Evacuate from Ndin Joko. We know the place we are coming from. We are coming to. Evacuate from Ndin Joko. The flow. And you make up in a Jabun on the Marocco because none of
you see, does it make sense? Does it really make sense? Let us reason it with, neutral mind. Does it really make sense? Then Jamaican Naga bound on the Madoko because or does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. This is to show bonya onya bonya or make sense Igbo. The answer is no. Let's continue.
This is the house of Papa and Jamaica. Because none but your brother where ya elder brother lụtara ụlọ ị na-eji agba ụlọ ndị mmadụ ọkụ nwanne oge pụtụ ma gị ma family gị ma ya elder brother ma ụmụ ya this time around is a promise, is not a threat. Sigwa oti ọkụ ifuru ụlọ ndị a niile unu gbara unu makwa na udo ga-adọ unu ga-eweta the sum of 200 million naira to iji wee innovate unu niile a then ndị unu gburu nwanne ha don worry unu ga-anọ ụdị ya they can't continue to be clean and innocent people. Isi adịghị ụnụ mma ịbata ị na-agbagbusi ndị innocent people na ndị izọg siri na ha chọghị na ndị izọg ọkaigwe si na ha chọghị ụnụ jentu ya ị na-eme nonsense voice note say pụọla from obreti nke iji ewere onye iwe onye obreti I'm asking you mụnwa wee ebe ka odike na-achụgwu iwe onye obreti isi na iwe onye obreti I challenge you mee apịa ọnwụghị ịnụ ha ebe ka odike polisi amị ịmakpu ime ọhịa
ọsị na ebe ka odike oluku na-ekwu ife anụwa the idiot na-ekwu ife a first of all ọ nọrọ n'ọkaigwe this idiot anọrọkwa n'ọkaigwe o ọ nọkwa na-arọ ndị Izuọgụ his own, he's just a contractor. The idiot na-ekwu okwu is just a contractor contracted by Hope Uzodimma to recruit youth in order to empower Ebubagu. He's not in Okigwe. He is not in Okigwe, neither is he from Okigwe. He's just a contractor. So Obunandi Izuọgụ n'ife ọ na-ekwu na asị na they will think no with them. No, he's not with them. And everybody must be careful with this type of people.
Go and out the first person na boss. I challenge you, me appear. Don't worry. Okwara B44 camp here no. Iga fi hege release very soon. Now that B44 camp here no. Iga fi hege release. Ile bunde mmadụ na ha gị aka. Ikpakọrọ maka abakere ka ije na-egbusi ndị innocent people. Ụmụnne gị gbara ọsọ, bụrụ ego nwetara kidnapping bụ ọsọ. Si ha ga na wele data message that they would the most stupid useless idiot. Ịmụ ụmụaka na-abụ gbara ọsọ from ya criminal camp ofuke nwa ndị Izuọgụ mwe anwụ igbo na mwe after kidnap da nkọkị bụ igbo na ụmụnne after kidnap family ha na ha bụ ego nwetara kidnapping
na nekwanụ propaganda na-aga n'isi our angels so ọkwa ka ụmụ Igbo ọkwa ka ọ n'ofu ife na-aga no. Do you know that ị ga-esia this thing ị ga-esia ife a even self ike nwere ike egwu gị self na ịkwado ọgụ nwere onwe a na-anọ ị ga-esi ife a wee jụọ onwe gị ọ ndị Igbo na-eme ife a ike nwere ike egwu gị self you can be fed up without knowing no contractors ndị akwụrụ ụgwọ to come and destroy us. Imagine na-ebu onye Ihube na-ebu onye Okigwe now when I get this thing from this man who has painted himself innocent, who has made himself a savior to the people of Okigwe and around this world, who has used his mouth to demolish Gentle and his men, who has used his mouth to demolish Simon Ekpa and Biafra liberation. Imagine you are uninformed, listening to this man. Can you imagine how your heart will be boiling at this very point in time? I want to use this medium to tell everybody in Okigwe to stay clear from anything they are forming in the name of security. They are not forming it for security. Tell them to take Ebubagu to our zone. Fulanis are wreaking havoc in Obowo, in Mbise, in Ngopala. Fulanis are wreaking havoc over there. Tell them to carry their Ebubagu to that side. Since they have confirmed that there is no Ebubagu, there is no Fulani in Okigwe, tell them to take the Ebubagu to Owore, where there are Fulani. And then let us see if the criminality will continue in Okigwe State. If not Ebubagu and DSS, police and army, let us see if the criminalities will continue in Okigwe.
In Warsaw, has him ban Hapolo Marco terrorize beha. Go na campo, Guma Koki go na Hapolo Maka, Abakreke terrorize beha. Have gone under Abakreke, Cable this criminality now Abakreke. Hasem Bakan or destroy your wife. Common sense that wago that Nina made the worst mistake of your life. But I promise you, you will go down. Gentle, you must go down this time in our last fight. Before now, the kind of apota, Mua Weber can promise Giga. I get you in.
Wow.
Jequet draw Holy Ghost called ya.
Oh, yeah, Jequet draw Holy Ghost called ya. So Gubru Holy Ghost. Oh, Gubru Holy Ghost. You didn't tell us on time. You can say why now. Ebekwe. Do not think because now a hide somewhere. Na threat no ụmụaka Igbo. Iwe lo na we cannot see you. Achọrọ m ka ị mara na ọkpa na-aga wam na anya na-aga fiam na afọ ya. Ọgụ a na-anụ bụ ọgụ eji ọfọ anụ. Ọgụ a na-anụ bụ ọgụ eji ọfọ. Ọ ife nchọ ka ị malụ ka a na-aga n'obi ka ji n'aka.
But you can join very soon. Useless idiot. In about the innocent people. Why not face the security? Each of you put fear in the life of all these people. But I tell you, there is no fear. Only wanna be Ndin Joko now, evacuated from Ndin Joko. Only wanna be Ndin Joko, Benjamin Beko evacuated. Here he no on the model. I can be a papago times 100. You can't kidnap, you can't continue to be killing and innocent people, kidnapping innocent people, harvesting organ, doing all manner of people, not any friendly terrorists. Equipo hope pulls or them. Bawa Oki Sophia. Bawa Zubex and as a coachman. I don't know them. I don't want to know those people you mentioned their name. But we know the people that are committing the
Now you know them. You know them, and you know very well that you know them. You know very well that you are lying.
The criminality in the entire southeast and the Simon Ekpa criminal gang, autopilot.
Did you hear him? Did you hear that name? Ekpa. Orlando. Eba can not talk Orlando since. Igbo. Can you tell us who are the people that call Mazi Simon Ekpa that name Ekpa? Very simple question in the comment, please. In the comment, please. Who are the people that call Mazi Simon Ekpa Ekpa? Please. Who are the people that call Mazi Simon Ekpa Ekpa? Who are the people? I want to see the comment section. Who are the people that called Mazi Simon Ekpa Ekpa? Okwi is not DOS. Oh, comment jugo everywhere. DOS. Okay. You see? Okwodogo na anya onye na-ekwu okwu ebe o si apụta. Okwodogo everybody anya now onye na-ekwu okwu a ebe o si apụta. Ekperima. He's a member of the OS. Ndị otu Chinasa Nworu. Ọlụ afa failure ịrụsị the job that they failed to finish in the hand or on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are out to complete it this time. Oh yes, they are out.
Liberation terrorists, DLA and BDF, they are the people that are committing criminality. But one cannot they are this time.
You see, this type of threat, we have had it before. In Osun, we had a lot of threats by the likes of Wale War, the likes of Ebubagu, many of them. We have had this type of threats in Olu. And at the end of the day, Fabokwalo, they did as much as they could. But did it change anything? Did it stop anything? The answer is no. The truth of the matter is that no guanano, bogejofano. So because of time and every other thing, I wanted to dissect some other comments, both from the other comment from this same individual, and of course, the videos and the information from Commander Gento, which I wanted to touch light. But because of time, and I put a little late this evening, we are going to leave it to tomorrow, because there are other voices from this same individual that carried a lot of threats. So we're going to play them tomorrow, dissect them, and of course, inform our people, including the video made by Commander Gento himself. He has made 2 different videos from 2 different occasions. We will be playing those videos tomorrow and analyze them properly. So because of time, we are not going to continue. May God bless every one of you. May God bless you all as you are paying attention, as you are listening. I pray that Chukwu Kikabiyama be with you, bless you and your entire household. I pray that whatever you lay hand upon, that thou shalt prosper, as long as you are doing it right and good. May God bless you all. May God bless Mazi Samonep. I wanted to open the line for people to come in. And that very video of our people from BC being dehumanized, being unalived, and being chased away from their ancestral land by the Fulani terrorists, I'm going to search for it this evening in order to make it available tomorrow. And this is happening these recent times, not in the past. So we're going to dissect all of these things tomorrow in order to send a very powerful message to the enemies of Biafra. May God bless you all. May God bless Mazinam Dekano and protect him from the hands of the enemies. And may God protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samanepa. May God bless you all. From me from here, including our men on ground, those that God has said nothing will happen to you irrespective of sabotage.